This broadcast will begin in 3 minutes. Here's your 2-minute time check. Mark. Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast." Mark.
From the Auburn Sports Network and Playfly Sports, Auburn baseball is on the air. 25 NCAA tournaments, 8 regional titles, and 6 trips to the College World Series. Exclusive game day coverage begins with the leadoff show. Now, let's go out to the ballpark.
It's time again for the familiar visitors from up Highway 280 to make their way back to Plainsman Park. Auburn baseball plays its final game before league play tonight against UAB. But this isn't one for the Tigers to sleepwalk or overlook. The Blazers have banged 34 home runs and already have wins over Florida and Cincinnati. They come in with a top 15 RPI. Hello, everyone. War Eagle, welcome to another evening of Auburn Tiger baseball alongside Jason Caldwell. I'm Brad Law at Plainsman Park. Quinn Brakeen is in our Skyview studios. Casey Dunn's squad swept Middle Tennessee over the weekend and are 10-6 on the season. Auburn is ranked 5th in the country and has won 6 straight. Andreas Alvarez tries to douse the Flames behind the Blazers' bats. They got him for 4 runs in 3 1/3 innings last year in Birmingham. We will talk about the matchups with the head coach on the Butch Thompson pregame report after these messages. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Dr. Michael Zabala.
Well, it's kind of funny because he called me and said, I have an injured player. Can you make him something to get him back on the field? And if I'm entirely honest, I didn't know exactly how we were going to do it. But I said, yes, we absolutely can. I didn't even know who the player was, but I did feel pretty confident we could make something for him. So Robbie and Kirk Nelson show up with who ultimately was Anthony Schwartz. So we brought him in. Jake Larson, who's now our head of engineering at EXA, was a PhD student in my lab at the time. And he quite brilliantly figured out how to go from the scan of Anthony's hand to a 3D printed device that he was able to wear in his hand. And he started wearing it in practices, and then he wore it in games. And next thing we knew, he was scoring touchdowns while he was wearing it.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays, wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Game day coverage of Auburn baseball continues now with the Butch Thompson pregame report.
Wrap up this 9-game pre-conference homestand with a really talented UAB team coming in here tonight, Coach.
The hot team, home run hitters, the Birmingham Bombers is what I'm calling them today. So it'd be nice having Casey Dunn back, one of Auburn's greatest, and a team that just absolutely destroyed us last year both times. So just another great test for us here to finish this homestand, like you mentioned, before hitting the road. So we just need to be present and accounted for today. I'm going to do roll call today and ask everybody to say present instead of here, because showing up's half the battle, but we got to be present and focused in the now. We need to have great at-bats as a group tonight. We need to continue to defend the field. I was so excited how we defended the field over the 3-game series. And can we continue to not only challenge the strike zone, like I think we've done a great job of. I think that's the number one thing the pitching staff has done. But can they create quality? You got one player that hit 3 homers in a game twice this past weekend, and you got a team that's hit twice as many home runs as we have. And then I think our offense is huge. We got to be interested in scoring runs, but scoring as a group. We got to be hunting as a pack tonight. That's what I want to see out of our guys. This is like I said, twice as many home runs. They're hitting a ton of them right now. We're not, but they have a 6 ERA. Can we get them their starter, get in their pen? Can we be interested in being present and accounted for tonight at Plainsman Park?
Yeah, forgive the redundancy there. Is that part of the discussion of not looking ahead? And we know it's conference play this weekend, but valuing this game today, or are you past the point of having to talk about looking ahead to something like the start of league play?
People talk about all the stuff. I think it has to be constantly cultivated and worked for and fought for. So, we just have to absolutely be present. We're not any good when we think about the past. And I'm just talking about humans in general. Whenever we're focusing on the past, or if we're looking ahead to the weekend or the next opponent, whenever you're not caught up in the present moment, I think you suffer. You might get by. Maybe you don't have a big challenge that day, but it's whatever we got in life. We're not painting our best picture every day when we're not totally present. And being in the presence, being right now interested in this ball game, that's the only impact on the rest of our season is right now. And anytime you look to your future, or anytime you're caught in the past, you're not as good as you need to be right now. I know Major Gamston tells our team every day he stands before them and gets an opportunity. Today he would say, hey, this is only March 10th, 2026 you're ever going to get in your life. Make it count. You must be present in order to do that.
All right, with that in mind, pitching today against this UAB lineup, what do you need to do? What can you not afford to do against these bats?
Yeah, I don't – the cripple pitches, when I say in the zone, they're expecting that. Everybody we play is expecting that, the quality of it. We can't get single rhythm fastball hunting machines, and you just can't throw the crippled stuff up out over the plate. So I think you have to stay in the strike zone, and I think you have to mix, but I think they have to be quality pitches is the deal here. The worst thing we could do is leave the zone. I still think that's the worst thing we could do is start getting behind in counts, putting them in advantage counts, just because the percentage of baseballs stop favoring you. So it's still get ahead, stay ahead, use your head throughout the entire at bat. And it's really, can we continue to lay tracks and do what we do? And, I always try to give a lot of quality respect to our opponent, but the other thing that I'll tell the team to wrap up is a good mindset today, and we need to remember it as we start on this 10-week journey is, our love and care for our team needs to outweigh, trying to kill an opponent or hate an opponent or anything like that, because it's the only way we're growing. It's no way to live like, hating your opponent, your rival, and all that stuff. And all that stuff's bigger in college athletics than anywhere else on earth. That's why we love college sports. But if you're building a team and you're talking about trying to have, I call it an eagle spirit. I have 4 different spirits of different teams. And of course, the top spirit is the eagle spirit. And we have to care for ourselves. That has to trump hate for the opponent. When you're waking up having to hate every day, man, that's hard to do. We can grow if we continue to care about our details, care about one another, invest in trying to make this team better. I want Auburn baseball to be a better baseball team at the end of the night, regardless of who wins this baseball game.
Can't wait to watch them out there here in just a little bit. All the best tonight, War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts, cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
The starting lineups are presented by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
As the two coaches get together, meet with the umpires at home plate, let's start with the visiting UAB Blazers. Casey Dunn in his 5th year as the head coach. He's sitting on 99 wins as the coach of the Blazers. They're 10-6 this year. And here's their lineup. Third baseman Alex Dupuis leads it off. The big bat in the lineup, J.P. Head, the left fielder, 10 home runs, 19 driven in. He's batting second. Hitting third in right field, it's Landon Beaver. Cleanup man is the center fielder, Andrew Hunt. Brady Waugh is at second base. He will bat 5th. Hitting 6th at first base, it's Wesley Helms. The designated hitter bats 7th. That's Mason Steele. Austin Pierzynski, the catcher, hits 8th. And Baylor Roberts at short rounds out the order. Again for the Blazers, Dupuis, Head, Beaver, Hunt, Waugh, Helms, Steele, Pierzynski, and Roberts. Now for your Auburn Tigers, a familiar lineup for Butch Thompson's 13-2 club, ranked 5th in America coming into tonight. Bristol Carter in center field leads off. Then Chris Rembert bats and plays second. The catcher, Chase Freilich, hits third. The cleanup man is the third baseman, Eric Guevara. Hitting fifth in left field, it's Bub Terrell. Hitting sixth at short, it's Brandon McCrane. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Mason McCrane. Ethan Bingaman starts at first base. He will bat eighth. And rounding out the order, the designated hitter, Lucas Steele. Again, for the Tigers, it's Carter, Rembert, Freilich, Guevara, Terrell, McCrane, Bingaman, and Steele. We will have tonight's first pitch from sophomore Andreas Alvarez as the Tigers and Blazers get together after one final pregame timeout. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Enjoy baseball and softball season on the Plains with live sports radio presented by Alpha Insurance. Auburn Sports Network broadcasts are available with no delay at both Plainsman Park and Jane B. Moore Field. Every grand slam, stolen base, and strikeout, yours with no delay. Look for the live sports radio kiosks around the ballpark. Live sports radio lets you take the broadcast with you at every football game, plus home men's and women's basketball games, baseball, and softball. Live sports radio presented by Alpha Insurance.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Let's be honest, senior living shouldn't feel senior, and it's definitely not all about yelling, bingo! At Atlas Senior Living, we focus on great care, great people, and yes, great days. And no one telling you you can't have dessert before dinner. Well, maybe once. And with locations throughout the Southeast, chances are there's an Atlas community closer than you think. Atlas Senior Living, exceptional care, even better living. Visit atlasseniorliving.com to find a community near you and schedule a tour today.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Auburn has taken the field in the home white jerseys with the AU logo, navy numerals, orange trim, navy blue hats with the AU logo in front, UAB in the road grays with dark green numerals and letters and gold trim, and the green batting helmets. Defensively, Bub Terrell in left, brave Bub out there. You got Bristol Carter in center, Mason McCrane in right. Along the infield from third to first, you've got Eric Guevara, Brandon McCrane, Chris Rembert, and Ethan Bingaman, and Chase Freilich reliably behind the plate. Before we give you the numbers on Andreas Alvarez, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Alvarez, a sophomore from Seminole, Florida, 5'11", 199. He's 1-1 in 3 starts this year. 14 2/3 innings pitched, 13 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 5 walks, 23 strikeouts. Team's hitting .250 against him. Carries an earned run average of 1.84. If you go back to Dre's last 4 appearances last year, his ERA is .88. He closed the year really well and has been solid. He's been solid for the Tigers. He got the start in the Cincinnati game, and because Auburn lost the game, Auburn's loss in that game didn't really have anything to do with Andreas Alvarez. No, he pitched fine.
Yeah, gave up a couple of runs in that game. You look at him, Brad, and you're right. We feel like he's been solid because you expect so much of him because he's so talented. And look, he's going to take it tonight. This is a team that's going to hunt fastballs. He is a fastball guy. He's going to have to be able to throw breaking stuff. change up slider for strikes tonight because, look, we know Casey Dunn. Casey Dunn's team wants to hunt fastballs, and they're going to swing hard. We've heard Auburn talking about it the last couple of weeks about advantage counts and trying to do some damage. That's what UAB is going to do tonight.
Look, this is a practical world. You can count only on what you earn. They're going to have to earn the outs, all 27 of them tonight.
Yes.
It's going to be hard work to get those outs. So here we go. Dupuis, Head, and Beaver, the first three for the 10-6 Blazers. Andres Alvarez delivers, and the first pitch is a fastball, perfectly placed on the outside corner and a little up for strike one. 0-1 the count. First pitch weather forecast, perfect, 0-1. Threw him a breaking ball down and away, 1-1 the count. That's brought to you by Jackson Services. When your comfort quits, Jackson Services shows up. Heating, air, plumbing, done right the first time. Family owned since 1973. Jackson Services, delivering comfort, creating trust. Another breaking ball that misses the outside corner. He's gone to 2-1 to Dupuis, the third baseman. He's batting .348. He's got 5 home runs, 15 RBIs from the leadoff spot. The pitch, fastball, that's hacked foul off to the left. 2-2 the count.
Yeah, a couple of breaking balls early. You show them that they weren't terrible misses, but held on to both of those. Now 2-2 opportunity to finish the at-bat here for your Alvarez.
Getting that leadoff man's been so big for Auburn offensively. It's big on the other side, too. The 2-2. Breaking ball hit on the ground to second. Rembert on 2 hops, gloves, and throws for the out, 1 away. And a good start for Alvarez and the Tigers. 81 degrees, sunny skies, a few very high hazy clouds. We expect mostly clear skies throughout the game tonight. A slight breeze, temperatures falling into the mid-70s. Hot day, beautiful, comfortable. Just a wonderful night for baseball. Got a few folks fanning in the crowd.
Yeah.
Still pretty warm. Here's J.P. Head, first pitch to him, off speed for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, 10 home runs already for him.
Yep.
Fantastic athlete, was a really good quarterback at Vestavia Hills, and a guy that can run. He's got some size with him, too.
The 0-1 missed the outside corner. It'll leave the count at a ball and a strike. Alvarez nipping at that corner, outside corner to the 2 right-handers at the top of the order. David Savage, the home plate umpire. Give you the rest after the 1-1 pitch. It's a fastball that he blew by him. Swung and missed. 95 on the heater, 1-2. Danny Cricks is at first. Brian Hale at second. And the veteran Morris Hodges down at third. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Head. Righty-righty matchup. Alvarez ready into the wind, and he deals. And it's sliced up the right side, foul. He was late on a fastball in the inner half.
Yeah, another 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Alvarez there, in on the hands. Good location.
No breeze to speak of right now anywhere. Here comes the 1-2. Threw a breaking ball in the dirt to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Head with 10 homers, 19 stolen bases. It's a UAB team that will run as well. 6 of the 9 starters have 2 or more stolen bases. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a hard shot. Glove by Guevara at third on a short hop. Throws to first for the out. My goodness.
It gets to the point where you're like, that's routine for him.
Unbelievable. That ball was clobbered by Head. It got to Guevara on a fast, short hop. He backhanded it and made the throw as if it were just a game of pepper out there with him. Unbelievable start defensively for Guevara. And this is an Auburn team that played well defensively over the weekend against Winthrop.
Yeah, and just kind of has a different feeling when he's at third base.
Landon Beaver takes a fastball a little bit high for ball 1. Well, and that's why whether it's McCrane or Farber or whoever settles in, if somebody can settle in to be the reliable shortstop.
Correct.
And you allow Guevara to stay over at third. Here's the 1-0. That breaks in for a strike, 1-1.
Well, it's one of those things where you talked about last week a little bit with Butch Thompson. We're like, do you want to be good at short and good at third, or a lead at third and good at short?
Yeah.
And I think right now that's what you're trending to be.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, 2 outs, top of the first. The 1-1 pitch to Beaver. Threw him a breaking ball. He was very early.
Good grab by the catcher. Gear on and everything.
Yeah. He hit it over there to Przinski in the dugout. It's a foul ball, and now Alvarez out in front, 1-2 with 2 out. Beaver is from Phoenix City, not far down the road. Big, strong left-handed hitter, 1-2 pitch.
Strike 3.
Ooh, what was wrong with that?
I have no idea.
Must have been a little outside. It was a fastball that fooled everybody.
Yeah, I think it fooled the umpire too,
I
because
do
he set
too.
up exactly where
Chase
Frelick was, and he hit him right in the middle of the mitt.
That's 90% of the time going to be a strike. Let's see what he does 2-2. Here's the pitch. Threw him a breaking ball, and he hit it out to right center field. Carter is under it. He squares up, jogs in, makes the catch, inning over. 1-2-3, top of the first for Alvarez and Auburn. The Tigers come to bat for the first time when we come back to Plainsman Park. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Ross swings enough drive to deep left field. That one's gone. That one's gone. Auburn wins. Auburn wins. Auburn wins. Auburn wins. Auburn wins. I don't believe it, Ross. A 3-run homer. The Tigers win.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment. This is your home for Auburn baseball, the Auburn Sports Network.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
UAB went quietly in the top of the first inning. Auburn bats in the bottom with Carter, Rembert, and Frelick against Brendan Connor. Connor's been a bullpen guy, 6 foot, 215-pound sophomore right-hander from corner. For the year, he's 1-0. This is his 7th appearance, his 2nd start. Earned run average of 4.41, 16 and a third innings, 17 hits, 10 runs. 8 of those have been earned. He's walked 9 and struck out 9. And teams are batting .270 against Brendan Connor. Pitched a couple of innings in their season opening win over Florida down in Gainesville. They won the first game of that series. Gators came back to win the next 2. Pitched Friday against Middle Tennessee to start the Blazers' sweep of the Blue Raiders. Pitched 2 innings in relief, walked 1, gave up 1 hit, no runs, no strikeouts. He threw 29 pitches, his shortest outing of the year, Friday. So he's as rested as he's been since the season got underway.
Yeah, he's been used a lot if you're talking about 7 appearances already. And so looked to be fastball, upper 80s, change up, overhand breaking ball. So 3 pitches for him. And so, guy that has got some experience, has pitched a lot already this year. And for Auburn, can you continue to have the quality of bats that we've seen out of these guys, beginning with this first guy up in Bristol Carter?
Alex Dupuis went over, shook the hand of Carl Nonemaker. Wesley Helms did the same with Sonny DeShera. First pitch is a fastball, low and outside, 90 miles an hour to Bristol Carter, 1-0. Defensively, J.P. Head in left, Andrew Hunt in center, Landon Beaver in right. The 1-0 pitch to Carter. Breaking ball in for a strike. It's 1-1. On the infield, Alex Dupuis at third, Baylor Roberts at short, Brady Waugh at second, Wesley Helms at first, and Austin Przinski behind the plate.
A really big shift on Bristol Carter already.
Pitch off the end of the bat, popped up right side. That'll get into the seats.
Yeah, took his shot at the right side right there too. Got under a little bit, but he took his shot at the right side for sure.
Carter batting .432, a couple of homers, 13 stolen bases.
That was enough for them to take the shift off.
Now with 2 strikes, they play straight away. Here's the pitch. And he missed low with a fastball, 2-2. 2 fastballs, neither one in the strike zone. Carter, number 1 on the team, top 15 in the country in runs scored and stolen bases. Fastball missed inside, and it's 3-2. That on-base percentage of .544 to go with the stolen bases. He's just a problem.
That's what he is.
Here comes the payoff pitch to Carter. Check
Down
swing.
low.
Did he go? No, and the pitch was low. Danny Cricks Pulled those arms out to the side. Bristol Carter draws a walk, and for Bristol, that is his 11th walk drawn. He also leads the team in that category.
Yeah, really good at bat there.
Yeah. Fell behind.
And now it changes everything that you're doing if you're Brendan Connor on the mound. Everything about this game has already changed because Bristol Carter's on first base.
Rembert with a .436 on-base percentage of his own. He's batting .323. He's driven in 9 runs. First pitch is a breaking ball that misses high, 1-0. Bristol Carter in Auburn's last 10 games has scored 21 out of the 30 times that he has stood on or touched first base.
Pretty good percentage.
1-0. Runner goes, delayed steal, throw downs, not in time. Nobody covered the bag in time.
Yeah.
There's stolen base number 14 for Carter.
Catcher double pump because there was nobody there, and by that time you might as well have put it in your pocket.
Pitch was a strike to Rembert. Counts even 1-1 to the Auburn second baseman, but there you see. Now, 2 pitches in, he's in scoring position.
Yes.
70% of the time he's gotten on, he scored over the last 10 games. That's a crazy percentage. Pitch misses down and away, 2-1.
And your third baseman's in front of the bag. I don't know if he's expecting a bunt from Chris Rembert. I don't think it's coming, but Bristol Carter, they're keeping him close at second for sure.
Chris could chop one right over his head here. Well, they spin and throw back to second, and Carter is back standing. I mean, Chris handles about well enough to do that, but he also does a lot of other things even better.
And he's still middle of the field, isn't quite there yet for him. That's where he's at his best.
Here's a 2-1. Swinging a line drive, base hit into left field. Carter had to hold up to see if maybe Roberts could make the catch, and so he's going to stop at third, but it's a base hit for Rembert, and runners are at the corners with nobody out. And Auburn continues a trend. Like 4 out of the last 5 games, they've been able to jump on the starting pitcher in the first inning. I think the last game of the series against Winthrop was the first time in about 5 games that they did not score in the first inning.
Yeah, no, and look, they've had opportunities. They've taken advantage of it, and here you go again where you're like, man, you get Chase Freilich, Eric Guevara up with runners on first and third, nobody out, opportunity here for not only to score, to have a big inning.
Here is Freilich, team leader in RBIs. First pitch down and in, 1-0. 15 games for Auburn. He's reached base in all 15 and has a hit in 14 of the 15.
And this is one of those, look, he has ambushed guys early. And you think about this being 1-0, can you potential fastball count here? See if you can get something to drive.
Carter breaks down the line. There's a ground ball right side. Helms fields, goes to second. Runner's safe.
Yeah, he's safe.
No throw to first. Carter scores. It's 1-0. Helms was playing up. He got it on one bounce. He then threw to second, and Rembert beat the throw.
Yeah, Rembert was off and running, trying to stay out of a double play. And because of that, there was no play at second. I mean, he's in there. He didn't even have to. He should have probably slid, but he did not slide, and he didn't have to because he beat it out easy.
Tigers on top, 1-0. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI for Freilich. He'll pad his team lead. He's got 18. Love the way the dugout just mobbed Bristol Carter when he got back in there, too.
Get it started.
That's now 22 out of 31 times he's been on base in the last 10-plus games that Auburn has scored. And now here's Eric Guevara with nobody out and runners at first and second. First pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike, 0-1. Connor has not landed a fastball for a called strike yet. We're only 13 pitches deep in the game. Tigers lead 1-0, bottom of the first. 2 on, nobody out. Pitch to the Auburn third baseman. Way outside with a fastball, 1-1.
Yeah, and it's there. If you're Eric Guevara, you can sit on one here. Sit on a breaking ball because he has not been able to throw a fastball for a strike. It's also early opportunity. Maybe you do it again. Maybe you move some guys and get some people moving.
Right side is pretty open. They play him to pull, and they've got a shade near the bag, at least initially. 1-1, ground ball up the middle, base hit. He got a hanging breaking ball. Rembert rounds third. The throw from center is way late. Rembert scores. RBI single, Eric Guevara, 2-0 Tigers.
There you go, Brad.
It's exactly what you said. He waited on a breaking ball, and he got a hanger.
Because he hasn't been able to throw. And, hey, look, we've got a cattle call to the bullpen already. I mean, everybody in the dugout just exited for UAB, probably a dozen guys.
Cordon of gray jerseys headed out there as Bub Terrell stands in. Runners first and second, still nobody out. 2-0 Auburn.
And it's been quality at bats. Don't try to do too much.
Bub pops the first pitch up left side. Is it going to spin out of play?
I think it's going to get out of here.
It barely does. First row beyond the net down the left field line. 0-1 to Terrell. Bub's average up to 350. 2 home runs, 10 driven in. Bub was 5 for 14 with a double and an RBI against Winthrop. Auburn has swept 3 of the first 4 weekends of the season. Pitch popped up, back out of play. Big swings from Terrell.
He's been on both of those pitches as well. They're both breaking balls. He's been on both of them, just underneath them a little bit.
Somebody made a terrific catch.
Now if you're Bub here, look, they're playing deep on the right side. Just a ground ball to the right side. Now they might get a force here, but I don't know that they'll get a double play where they're playing right now.
Playing in behind Freilich at second. Left side's pretty open too if he can shoot one through the left side. Here's the 0-2. Missed the breaking ball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. $18 pitches here in the first inning for Connor. And Auburn has gotten to him for 2 runs and still nobody out with 2 on the pitch. Missed inside, 2-2. That's one of the trademarks of this team, and one of the reasons the offense has gotten so much better really since the opening week of play.
Yes.
Starting with Arlington, the at-bats have become a lot more disciplined.
They're not giving away at-bats.
Yeah. Here comes the 2-2 to Terrell. Swing and a fly ball to left. Chases head back near the warning track. He makes the catch. Got that one a little further in on the hands.
He did. Didn't able to extend it. Look, all 3 of those breaking balls, very similar swings from Bub, kind of laid on them, holding back, and fouled 2 off to the left side, and that one just didn't get enough of it.
So that's the first out of the inning, and Brandon McCrane comes to the plate. McCrane batting .477. 5 RBIs, 5 stolen bases. Here's the pitch. Missed high. Throw back to first. Gets away, but not far enough.
I think it hit Guevara, too. I think that's why it didn't go. I think it hit him on the leg or the thigh or something. I think that's the only reason it didn't go into right field.
Yeah. And therefore why he couldn't get up and nobody could advance. And he's up kind of jogging in place.
Hit him on the ankle.
Yeah, Danny Crick's going to give him another minute to shake that loose.
Yeah, because that ball is down the right field corner.
Yep.
If it doesn't hit Guevara on the foot.
Brzezinski's got a lot of fight there behind the plate. Good instincts. Doesn't mind taking shots. Here's the 0-1. They called that a strike, 0-1 to McCrane. There's a fastball that is a strike, and it's 0-2. Boy, that first pitch looked high.
I thought it was high as well.
Now McCrane's got to dig in with 2 strikes and 1 out and 2 on and 2 in.
Just find a hole somewhere.
Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, fouled it off the end of the bat. Up the net it goes.
And down the net it goes.
And to the turf. Bloop. Still no balls, 2 strikes.
And this is a situation where you've struggled. You've already thrown 23 pitches. Normally you would say, hey, you kind of waste one, but it's hard to do that.
Yeah.
You want to end in at bat. You can catch one maybe across the plate right here from Brandon McCrane.
Here's the 1-2, or the 0-2. Missed outside. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes. McCrane's average .477. His on-base percentage is .579. Because in addition to the hits, he's walked a team best. It's now second best on the team 10 times. Came into the game tied with Carter for the team lead. 1-2. Missed inside. Didn't miss by much, but he missed.
That pitch has not been there in the first inning. Saw Alvarez have one right there. That was a little bit down, but we have not seen him calling that pitch yet.
Waugh at second stays close to the bag, a right-handed hitter, and Fralick at second. Now he backs away. And the 2-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat, he gets it into right center. It is down for a base hit. Fralick is waved around third. The throw will come into second. McCrane slides in safely with a double. An RBI double for Brandon McCrane, his third double of the season, and Auburn's on top 3-0 in the first. He got it in on the hands.
He did.
I think I said into the bat. It wasn't. It was off the hands, but
just enough.
Yep.
To the gap there, and it was tailing away from the center fielder, and he didn't get a good jump on it either, I don't think. But and I think, Guevara, you got to see that one down.
Yep.
So that's why you're not scoring there. But Brandon McCrane never slowed down. Once he saw the ball down, he knew he was going to second because both of the middle infielders ran to cut. So he had a chance to get to the open base. Now a chance for a massive inning here with Mason McCrane up.
Mason McCrane, who's been the best on the team at driving in runs over the last 2 weeks, he takes a first pitch strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1.
Let's see if he can continue to do what he's done, which is deliver in situations. Look, ground ball to the right side scores another run.
Yeah.
Right now, you'll take that all day long.
3-0 Auburn, 1 out. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Dropped low. 1 ball, 1 strike. One from the right-hander. Swing and a miss. Took a shot at a fastball just below the knees.
Yeah, you throw a couple of pitches there to the 6'6" lefty.
Yeah.
And you feel pretty good about your chances. That's a tough pitch to hit for a guy with that long of an arm.
In Auburn's last 6 games, he has 13 RBIs, 2 games of 5 or more driven in.
I think you're there. You stay at that pitch if you can throw it again, but you better not miss it.
Here's the 1-2. Swinging a chopper
up
the middle. It'll get the run home. Shortstop fields and throws for the out. It's an RBI ground out for Mason McCrane, and it's 4-0 Auburn here in the first. Just what you said there, Jason. Put the ball in play.
That's it.
If you can pull it, great.
Yep.
And
as soon as it got past the pitcher, you did what you needed to do. See if Ethan Bingaman can sit on a breaking ball here. We've seen his power. See if you can sit on a breaking ball here and get one to drive somewhere.
8th man to bat in the inning is the freshman Ethan Bingaman. He takes a curveball for a strike. 0-1. Bingaman, one of 6 different freshmen for Auburn in the last 2 years. The 0-1 misses low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. To take home Conference Freshman of the Week honors. Auburn had 4 different guys do it last year. Terrell, Rembert, Alvarez, Chatterton. 1-1 pitch to Bingham. Outside, 2-1. Conspicuous by his absence on the list is Chase Fralick. Yeah, he was just that consistent.
Well,
he never had the explosive
and
weekend.
Chris Rembert was on the other team. Both.
Right.
You had a couple of those guys.
And then already Bingaman and McCrane this year, 2-1, breaking ball missed outside. He's gone 3-1 to Bingaman, and this is a guy you can't make a mistake to.
No, absolutely not. Not with his power.
Bingaman with a couple of home runs. He's batting .286. He's walked 9 times. 3-1 offering. Nowhere close. Bounced up there.
I think that's
got
the
away.
last.
Catcher doesn't know where it is. McCrane halfway up the line. He found it.
I think that may be the last pitch we see.
It's a walk to Bingaman, his 10th of the year. 3 Auburn players now with 10 walks. And Lucas Steele, the 9th man to bat here in the first inning. UAB loaded up the bullpen after about 3 batters. So action has been hot and heavy in that bullpen for the better part of the last 15, 20 minutes.
Casey Dunn's at the top of the steps, but I don't think they're going to.
We'll see what he does with Steele. Steele bats lefty against the right-hander. Pitch to Lucas. Pulled foul. Right side toward the UAB dugout. It's 0-1.
Big shift on for Steele, which we've seen before. Second baseman 25 feet onto the right field grass, and the shortstop 10 or 15 feet to the right of the second base bag.
Steele's average 138. He has 9 walks. He's driven in 3 runs. The pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Shortstop gloves. Long throw on a hop. Gloved by Helms at first. A nice play by Helms to pick the throw. But Auburn bats around in the first inning. The Tigers score 4 times on 3 hits. Couple of walks. No errors. And 1. Make it 2 left on base. Well, an eventful first inning and a productive first inning for Auburn. Tigers lead UAB 4-0 through an inning. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Ants in the kitchen, termites under the floor, mosquitoes in the backyard. It's a full court infestation. Don't let them score. Call Cook's Pest Control. Nobody beats Cook's when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. With Cook's on your team, your home's defense is unstoppable.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie Cook's Pest Control.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
4-0 Auburn as we go to the second inning. Another first inning offensive explosion for the Tigers. Second innings presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. Meanwhile, Alvarez had a good long wait in the dugout while his team was batting around in the bottom of the first. He's got the middle third of the UAB lineup, Hunt, Waugh, and Helms.
That's it. Now is the shutdown inning. That's what Butch Thompson talks about all the time. Can you put up a 0 after you score 4?
You could really distance you could take some momentum and run with it if you get a quick inning here.
Yes.
First pitch just barely misses the outside corner, maybe a little low. 1 ball, no strikes to Hunt, the center fielder. Batting .354, a homer and 11 RBIs. Breaking ball in for a strike. It's 1-1.
Good pitch.
Good crowd. It continues to grow. A few folks in the Yeti yard, parking deck.
For a spring break crowd, a really good crowd.
1-1. Breaking ball didn't get the outside corner. 2-1. It's about 4 times now in the first 4 batters that he's gone after that outside corner.
Yep.
Just can't quite put it there. Here's the 2-1. Fastball low, 3 balls and a strike.
And that's what you don't. You scored 4 runs.
Yep.
You got to come back out and throw strikes if you're Dre Alvarez right here.
Hunt has walked 12 times. They got a lot of guys who have earned free passes. 3-1. Fouled away. Got it off of his foot, I think, at the plate. And the count goes full.
Yeah, I talked to Casey Dunn before the game for a few minutes. He said, look, we swung it well. He said, but the key for us has been people have walked us.
Yeah.
And then we've been able to get hits and score runs. So he said that's been the key for us. And look, for Auburn, you've done a great job this year of not doing those things. You need to do it again tonight.
Payoff pitch to the UAB center fielder. Fastball, miss the outside corner.
It's out. Mm-hmm.
So a leadoff walk to Hunt. And here's Brady Waugh, who's hit .300 this year. 4 home runs. He's second on the team with 18 RBIs. He's one of the guys who's benefited from guys walking ahead of him.
Yes.
Left-handed hitter from Hoover. Pitch. Fastball. Steve Reich, outside corner to the lefty. Four nothing, top of the second. The 0-1, nope, throw to first. That throw was wide. Bingaman had to reach to get it. Alvarez has one of the best pickoff moves.
Yes, really
You'll
good.
see. And UAB likes to run. Hunt has 3 stolen bases. 0-1 pitch. Gets away from Freilich and all the way to the backstop. Pitch was a ball, 94-mile-an-hour fastball. And
just off the mid of Freilich there, a pass ball.
And Hunt moves up. Now he doesn't have to steal. Count goes to 1-1 to the UAB second baseman.
It was a pitch off the plate, and Freilich had to reach for it, but that's a ball you gotta make. He just
1-1. Breaking ball on the outside edge for a strike. Backdoor breaking ball, 1-2.
We haven't seen Dre go, and he doesn't do it a lot. We haven't seen him go up with a fastball, and see if he can go up with a fastball letters right here and see if he can get a swing and miss.
1-2. Fastball fouled away left side. He went up with a fastball.
Yeah, not quite up enough though.
Yeah.
That was about thigh high, and needs to get that one above the belt.
Still a ball, 2 strikes here to Wall.
Now you've shown him that pitch again. Now you have the backdoor breaking ball that you can throw again, or you can try
Change.
or you can go fastball on the hands. You got a couple of options here.
Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball looped into left field. Terrell comes on. He'll have to play it on a hop. And Hunt had to hold up just to make sure Bub couldn't make a play, so he's got to stop at third. But UAB has runners at the corners with nobody out in the second inning as they try to answer right back.
Yeah, went with the backdoor breaking ball, but got too much of the plate. That one's down and in, not down and in, down in the middle of the plate, and all he had to do was just slap it into the left field. And now here you go. We're talking about a shutdown inning. Now it's first and third. You got to avoid a big inning if you're Trey Alvarez.
Tigers would give up a run for a double play if they could get a ground ball from Helms. He's hit 3 homers, driven in 11, hitting .268. Pitch. Missed low, 1-0.
And, you're falling behind. That's 3 batters in a row. You look at it like you're having to pitch from behind, and that's not a position you want to be in, not with this team.
Throw to first. Close.
Very close.
There we saw the close pickoff move from Alvarez.
And we saw it in the first inning. Leadoff walk leads to trouble.
Alvarez deals. Missed high. 2-0.
I mean, this is not what you want. 16. Nope. He's thrown 29 pitches, 13 of them balls. So he's been all over the place. And look, Auburn's fixing to get a bullpen going too as well. And the issue is that we looked at the weather, Brad, and there's a chance of rain Sunday in Missouri, which means you might be playing another doubleheader on Saturday of this week. Can't run through a bunch of arms tonight,
right?
Even though you still have a few days to go. You're trying to get Dre deep into this game so you can avoid using someone 2 or 3 innings.
Last week against Samford, the first inning was a little rocky. He walked 2 guys in that first inning. We're in the second here tonight. And coming after the long wait, after Auburn batted around in the first inning, just not quite as sharp here in the second. Now, after that first inning, he really settled in nicely. He's trying to find that gear and lock in. And after the visit from his teammates on the infield, he throws a 93-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike to Helms.
Yep, former Tiger here, Wesley Helms. Yep. Dad played with the Atlanta Braves, so he's got a background and some pedigree.
2-1 to count. Throw to first. Tag, a little late. Back goes Wall. Would they try to send him here to stay out of a potential double play?
Maybe. I think if you're Auburn, you'd probably throw through.
Yeah. 2-1. There goes the runner, and the pitch is fouled back. 2-2.
Protected him there. I don't know that was a for sure hit and run. Maybe it was. Now, opportunity to try to get a strikeout and see if you can get a strikeout double play and get out of this inning.
It's a really good pitch for what happened there.
Yes.
Fastball outside corner at the knees. So now it's 2-2.
You need to execute a pitch here if you're Alvarez.
Helms has only struck out 7 times this year. Here is the 2-2 delivery. Fouled straight back. He was on the fastball. 94. Still 2-2.
I'm still not certain if you don't stay there if you're Alvarez. Breaking ball is the one that they've hit a little bit here. They haven't done a whole lot with the fastball. I don't know if you don't stay there. Again, try to go up about belt high here. Either get a called high strike or get a swing and miss.
2-2. Just missed that outside corner again.
It's not going to be there.
Ball.
I mean, just not going to get that pitch. Not right now.
Nope.
And now you've run it full again, and you got to have a pitch here.
So we'll see if Wall is taken off. The stretch by Alvarez. Throw to first. Runner back. That one not as close. Guevara plays near the line at third. They're at the corners with nobody out. Tigers on top 4-0. UAB threatens in the top of the second. The pitch. Runner goes. Pitch is lifted in the air, right field. McCrane is back.
Play here.
He makes the catch. He fires home. It is cut off by Bingaman to keep Waugh at first base. Hunt scores from third. And UAB is on the board. It's now 4-1. Helms drives in his 12th run of the year.
Yeah, for Auburn, you're fortunate there. The runner was on the move. Probably not going to tag there anyway, but it created a little bit of confusion. And the runner at third really didn't tag. And he scored easily, but it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Here's Mason Steele, the DH. First pitch, breaking ball, miss low, 1-0. This second inning just looks so much like the first inning last week.
Like he's swimming upstream right now. Every pitch is a battle.
That's exactly how it felt against Samford in that first. Again, he locked in after that was really good. 1-0.
Hit him.
Boy.
And that's it. And it's back. The fastball's been good, and he's staying away from. He's throwing too many breaking balls right now because they haven't really been on the fastball, and you're putting yourself in this tough spot after tough spot.
So runners are at first and second with one out, and the catcher Przinski coming to the plate. His average right at 300. And you let a guy in Steele off the hook who's starting just for the third time tonight.
Yeah, and Butch Thompson talked about he's 65, 68% strikes, and he's barely above 50% right now.
36 pitches, 20 strikes for Alvarez. Here is the first pitch to Przinski. Breaking ball on the corner for a strike.
That's the first time it's been called.
Yep. Yeah, first time to a right-hander that breaking ball on the outside edge has landed for a strike.
And it is a heavy dose of breaking balls for Alvarez.
Sophomore right-hander looks to second, spins, throws to second, and the runner's back. They've divided his attention a little bit, as the Auburn coaches like to say. 4-1 Auburn. Pitch. Fastball low. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, and Alvarez has done a lot of this to himself. The leadoff walk started this whole thing. You got the 4-0 lead. Now you're out of it. You got a long inning, but you come out and just a little bit off this inning.
1-1. Breaking ball, miss the outside corner. It's 2-1.
And we're talking about, I think it's a couple weeks ago, and they said, look, maybe Jake Marciano saying, look, I was trying to be too precise.
Yeah.
And he was missing small. That's what Alvarez is doing right now. He's missing small, and you can aim a little bit bigger here.
2-1 on the way to Przinski. Flied right side, foul. 2-2. A leadoff walk, a pass ball, a single, and a sacrifice fly have gotten UAB on the board. Then Steele was hit by a pitch. First and second, one out.
Yeah, a couple of free bases and a blooper into left field.
Yeah.
That's been it.
Stretched by Dre, the pitch.
Maybe a hair outside. Chase Fraley did a good job of pulling it back in.
And
Alvarez, it was off the plate.
Alvarez is frustrated too. He thought he made the pitch.
But once again, full count, and this entire inning has felt this way.
Pitch home. Fastball, that is hit high and far, but foul down the right side. Still 3-2. Two on for UAB. We're in the top of the second. It's 4-1 Auburn. A 1-2-3 first for Alvarez. UAB's been able to disrupt him here in the second. Nods his head, gets the call. Here's the stretch and the pitch. That is hit in the air to center field and deep. Carter going back. He's to the wall. He makes a catch.
No tag.
And the runners do not tag. Wow, what a mistake by UAB on the base pads. Carter chased all the way back to the wall in straightaway center field. Makes the catch. Przinski flies out for the second out of the inning. Runners still at first and second. And Baylor Roberts to the plate. L.J. Cormier and Abe Chancellor have headed down to the bullpen for Auburn, ahead of Everett Teaford coming out of the dugout.
Yeah, and you're already 43 pitches. 43 pitches in the fourth inning is not a big deal. 43 pitches in the second inning is a different story.
Again, to use the comparison to last week, he had a lot in the first inning and then was able innings 2 through 5. I mean, he worked 5 innings in the game.
Yes.
Because the others 2 through 5 were so clean and quick. He's going to need a couple like that if he's going to try to stretch beyond probably the fourth tonight.
Yeah, I think right now, if you're Auburn, you say, look, you're going to get through 4 innings with Andres Alvarez, you would feel really good about that because, obviously you can have a couple of 15-pitch innings if you're him and get to the fourth or fifth, but just too many misses right now for that to happen.
So the meeting on the mound ends. Auburn's third-year pitching coach with a question or two for David Savage behind the plate.
Dre need to get ahead. That's the thing he hasn't done in this inning. He hasn't gotten ahead. Look, his stuff is electric, but it's hard to pitch from behind no matter who you are.
Here's Baylor Roberts, right-handed hitting shortstop. Runners first and second, 2 out. Guevara in on the grass at third. The first pitch is a fastball strike. 0-1. He gets ahead. Still working away from the right-handed hitters. UAB with runners at first and second and 2 down. For all the traffic, if you could get out of this with one run, you'd feel good. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, strike 2. Buckled the knees of Roberts, batting .220. A couple of homers, 9 driven in.
And this is one of those situations. You've had a tough inning. Don't try to finish one down the middle here. Make a quality pitch, but make him chase something on the corner at least. Nothing across the plate.
0-2. Bouncing ball up the middle. Rembert had him played there and then booted it. And a run will score. It's an error and an unearned run. Rembert just had it go up the glove and off the glove, and it's 4-2.
Had him played there, but again, pitched too much of the plate. That ball was right down the middle, maybe on the outside corner. But that ball, I think Chris Rembert was waiting for that one because it came right over the top of the bag. I think it just caught his attention a little bit to, hey, what happens if this thing hits the bag? And it skipped right over the top of it and stayed down and went right under his glove. And now, again, you've given them opportunities here. Had a chance to get out of the inning, and now you look up, it's 4-2.
Back to the top of the order, and Dupuis, he takes a strike, 0-1. And you add some more pitches to Dre's pitch count of the night. When he made the pitch he needed, he got the ground ball that he wanted. He got exactly what he wanted there to get out of the inning. 4-2, Auburn leads it. We're in the top of the second pitch. Breaking ball, strike 2.
Again, gets ahead 0-2 again.
Yep. Nothing but strikes since the mound visit. Now the crowd, a few of them, try to get behind Alvarez. Help him finish off this inning. Looks to second and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3 at the curve. And the inning is over. Took a little longer, but Auburn gets out of it. 2 runs for UAB on 1 hit. There was 1 Auburn error in the Blazer strand to 2. 4-2, Tigers on top. We go to the bottom of the second after this. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing, we believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It's about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it all with your heart as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. As a proud Ream dealer, we're committed to offering top-quality products and faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084.
Keeping your money in a traditional savings account is like using the Yellow Pages instead of Google. Outdated and slow. Skip the small, slow returns and put your money to work with the Max Elevate Money Market. You get all the same security of a savings account, plus the ability to earn even more on your money. Get started at mymax.com/elevate or call us at 260-2600. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
New pitcher for UAB. They make a Pepper Tree pitching change as Auburn batted around in the first. And so as we start the second inning, they send Hunter Hyatt, transfer from Oregon, to the mound. 6'3", 210, redshirt sophomore left-hander. And is there a stat sheet for over there for UAB?
I don't see one.
There's not one in their notes, oddly enough.
Let's see. Yes, there he is.
Hunter Hyatt. One and 0 in 3 appearances. He's pitched just 3 innings this year. Has not given up a hit. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. That's it in 3 innings for Hunter Hyatt.
Long-levered lefty. And, he's long arm, long legs, uses that length. But he gets righty out of the gate. 3 out of the first 4 hitters here for Auburn right-handers. If Auburn can take advantage of it.
Well, Bristol Carter, it's deja vu. He leads it off in the second. He walked, stole a base, and scored in the first. That's Bristol Carter getting on, stealing a base, and scoring is like one of those gifts you save to use in a text message all the time.
Yes.
Use it over and over again. So Carter gets it started for the Tigers in the second.
See if this is a bunt to the right side. Got a lefty.
Shift on. First baseman by himself. If you get one past the pitcher here, it's a base hit. And, of course, our obligatory communication issue. Yeah, you talking about to speed the game up, PitchCom device struggle?
Yes.
They didn't switch anything out there.
No, I guess he just making sure he was on the right, I don't know, frequency. I don't know. See right here, though.
Yeah.
First base side.
You're right.
Bunt the ball past the pitcher, and all you got to do is beat the pitcher to the bag.
Even a check swing going the other way. Anything to the right of second base. Here's the pitch. He shows bunt. He pushes it right side.
Base hit.
Past the pitcher. First baseman fields. Nobody's at first. Just as easy as you can get.
That's it.
Jason called it. He just pushed the bunt to the right side. Pitcher stumbled. Hyatt stumbled down, and Helms was the only guy who could come field it, and there's nobody within 30 feet of first base.
If you're going to give him that, then you might as well get ready for it because it's going to come. That's a freebie.
Yep.
That's a base hit 9.5 out of 10 times.
Yep. So is he going to be running again? Lefty on the mound, and he's already dancing around out there. Here's the pitch home. It's a strike. A fastball at 90 to Rembert, 0-1.
Yeah, good stuff here from Hyatt, though. 90-mile-an-hour fastball from the left side. Overhand breaking ball here, and you get a little movement here, maybe hit and run.
Rembert with a single to left his first time. 0-1 pitch. Missed down. 72-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. It's 1-1. Hyatt's got a little of the like old school Charlie Leibrandt type of.
Yeah, it kind of hides it and brings the glove.
Yeah. Here is the 1-1 from the lefty. Nope. Instead, a step and a throw to first. Carter's back with no tag.
So Carter sees that move there. Won't be surprised to see him take off on first movement here if he feels like he's got a read on that.
And another throw to first. Nearly threw it away. These guys study. They bone up on what the other pitchers do, even right down to their pickoff moves. They believe in education, which gives them the knowledge to work wisely, train their mind, and in this case, legs to work skillfully.
We've seen Bristol do some walking leads, do some of those things.
Pitches high, fastball, 2-1 to Rembert.
But what you've done already is you've now gotten in Hyatt's mind, and that's what Carter does so well. Now he's having to stare at him, which makes it even more difficult.
4-2 Tigers, bottom of the second. Rembert at first. He's gone. Pitch is high. Throw is not made.
He just first move. He had him pegged, and that was it.
Another stolen base for Carter. 15 on the year for Bristol. 2 in as many innings tonight. And the pitch was high, so now an advantage count for Rembert. The pitch home. There's a strike and a well-placed fastball in the outside corner. 3-2.
And I know Bristol Carter is itching to run here, but you don't want to distract Rembert. 3-2. Let him have his at bat.
Pitch Popped up. Got a little more carry to it. Skies it into right. Beaver didn't see it originally. Finally settled under it. Made the catch for the first out. He had to scamper over to get under it at the last few seconds. One away in the second inning. And Chase Freilich to the plate.
Thought Carter might try to take a shot there, and the throw in wasn't as strong as I expected to be. I've been probably wishing he would have taken that chance to tag right there if Carter. Now still in scoring position here with two pretty good hitters at the plate here in Freilich and Guevara.
Chase, an RBI fielder's choice. Hit a chopper to first last inning. First pitch to him. There goes Carter. No, he slams on the brakes. Pitch was high. It's 1-0 to Freilich. Right now, it's as much getting in Hyatt's mind as anything else, especially early in the count here to Freilich.
This is probably one where you get a pick play behind Carter here, kind of a scheduled play.
Here's the pitch. Freilich takes it outside, 2-0. Hadn't been all that close on these first two to Chase. Freilich's RBI, his 18th of the year. Scored one of 4 runs in the inning for Auburn. 4-2, we're in the second. Lefty-lefty matchup. Hyatt looks to second and throws to second. And it's low. He threw it down at the base, and Roberts was able to get the glove down. 2-0 to Freilich. Roberts having to stay near the bag, so Carter stays relatively honest over there. Spin again, throw to second, and again Carter's back standing.
Yeah, he's definitely in his mind at the moment here. And it's 2-0 to Chase Freilich. You get a pitch here across the heart of the plate and make it 6-2.
You're looking fastball. 2-0 pitch from Hyatt. He got a fastball, but it was low, 3-0. First base is open, but Guevara's a righty on deck. 3-0 pitch. High fly ball, right field. Kiss it goodbye. On top of the performance center. Yeah, he had the green light, 3-0.
Yeah, he did. And he didn't miss it.
5th home run of the year. Chase Freilich. Auburn leads 6-2.
That's what you want to do when you get a green light on 3-0. Get a pitch over the heart of the plate and hammer it. And there was a no-doubter there by Chase Freilich. And you get those runs back, you capture the momentum again now if you're Auburn.
That's right. Over the last 10-plus games now for Bristol Carter as well. 23 out of the 32 times he has gotten on base, he has come around to score. Here's Guevara. First pitch is outside, 1-0. .376 feet. 1-0. Missed low and outside, 2-0. And it hit the top of the performance center.
It was a no doubt. I felt like it was a little bit further than that.
Same, Jason, same. Now Guevara 2-0. He gets a fastball. He takes it inside, 3-0.
Hey, I wouldn't be shocked to see him get a green light here too.
Same. That's why I'd be surprised if this pitch is close, quite frankly. Terrell waits on deck. Here is the 3-0 to the Auburn third baseman.
Inside.
Down and in, ball 4. So Guevara's on. 1 out. Guevara at first. Bub Terrell, the batter. Terrell flied to left his first time.
See if Bub can get on top of a pitch. He was a little bit slow through the zone the first time up. And the danger is, hey, throw a breaking ball and get out in front of it.
Yeah.
But he's got some room on the right side here with Guevara at first base.
Pitch to Bub.
Down.
Miss low, 1-0. Freilich now has reached base in all 16 games and has a hit in 15 of the 16 games this year.
And showing the power that we thought was going to come in year 2.
5 home runs. Pitch, Terrell way outside, 2-0. And Hyatt is missing by a lot right now. And Przinski's going to go out and talk to him. We are in the bottom of the second inning with one out. Auburn on top 6-2. 4 runs in the first, 2 here in the second with a runner on and only 1 out.
Give you the stat, Brad.
Yes.
Chase Fralick has already surpassed his home run total from last year.
There you go.
He had 4 last year, already 5 this year. And a lot more to come.
Yeah. Just as steady as you can be. Meeting on the mound over. Przinski comes back to the plate slowly. There's a bunch of guys sitting in the bullpen trying to see if there's, there is activity down there.
There you go. You had advantage count for Bub. See if you can get a swing off right here.
Here comes the 2-0. Got a strike call at the knees.
Probably a good take, though. It was
Yeah.
down. Not a just cut loose there pitch if you're Bub. Still ahead.
2 balls, 1 strike. Guevara at first. 1 out. Terrell swings and lines 1 to right. That is where Beaver is waiting. He makes a catch. So Bubs put it in the air twice tonight. 2 away for Brandon McCrane. McCrane doubled, drove in a run last inning. Right-handed hitting redshirt freshman. Trying to find a permanent home at short. Takes a fastball high, 1-0.
And this could be one of those situations where at another time you might get Guevara moving a hit and run, but he's been so out of the zone that it forces your hand. And hey, Brandon McCrane's been swinging it well.
1-0 pitch, missed inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
And it was in. Brzezinski did a good job of trying to pull that one back across.
So another hit, a 15-game on-base streak, and a 12-game hitting streak now for Brandon McCrane.
Pretty strong.
2-0 pitch. Way inside, 3-0. Since 1993, McCrane is the 7th true or redshirt freshman to reach base in each of the first 14 games of his Auburn career.
Wow.
Can I give you the other ones?
Yes.
Chris Rembert, Josh Bell, 3-0, called strike on the outside corner. Jordan Ebert, Anthony Greer, Mark Bellhorn, Gabe Gross.
Pretty good. It's a pretty good group right there.
You got that right.
Pretty good sign there for Brandon McCrane.
3-1 the count. Younger brother waiting on deck. Runner goes, pitch is high, doesn't matter, it's ball 4. So Guevara down to second, McCrane to first after each drew a walk. And now Mason McCrane a chance to bat with more runners in scoring position. An RBI ground out for McCrane last inning, 17 RBIs on the year.
Here's an opportunity. We haven't seen him do it very much, but look, he's walked guys, he's had runners in scoring position, he's been behind on every count. If you're Mason McCrane, you can zone in to see if you can get a fastball first pitch here and see if you can get something to drive.
Try to ambush something.
Yes.
First pitch.
That was it.
Inside half for a strike, 0-1. He must have been looking out over the outer half of the plate. Time. And the Auburn dugout was really getting after David Savage
Quick
to
pitching
warn.
a little bit.
Yeah. So, home plate umpire calmed the Auburn dugout and then delivered the message to the pitcher. Here's the 0-1 to McCrane. Breaking ball.
Good pitch.
Called strike.
It was a tad up, but he is 6'6".
Yeah. And Przinski did a good job to frame it. So it's 0-2 to McCrane. Left side of the infield open. 0-2 pitch.
Oh boy. Now he brought it back in again. It was away, but he has done a great job of framing. He has there's a little bit of the Coastal Carolina catcher from last year in him. Of course, background for him as well.
1-2 to McCrane. Ground ball, right side. Second baseman is there. Wall with the scoop and the throw. and the inning is over. Well, only 7 Tigers come to bat in the second, but 2 of them score. The 2-run home run by Chase Freilich give him 20 RBIs on the year, and Auburn gets the 2 it surrendered in the top of the second, right back in the bottom of the inning. Through 2, 6-2 Tigers over the Blazers. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Andreas Alvarez carries a 6-2 lead back to the mound in the third inning. A long wait in the bottom of the first as Auburn batted around, and he wasn't as sharp, just for the sake of transparency, in the second inning as he was in the first. And so Dre's going to try to lock in here. Head, Beaver, and Hunt, the first 3 for the Blazers in the third inning. 2 runs on 1 hit for UAB. 6 runs, 5 hits, and an error for Auburn. The first pitch misses down and away. 1-0. Butch Thompson before the game said the worst thing the guys think that you could do against a team like UAB, 1-0. Check swing, he went around, pitch was a good one. Breaking ball, sharp breaking ball in the outside corner, 1-1. Is leave the strike zone. Try to get him to chase too much. Still got to be all in the strike zone, and the 1-1. Fastball strike at the knees, 1-2. Freilich did a good job there. 52 pitches, 32 strikes. It's one of the lowest strike percentages so far this year from Alvarez. The 1-2.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3. Breaking ball at the top of the zone, and Head is retired.
That's more like it right there. Really 3 good pitches by Alvarez.
Back-to-back strikeouts going back to the second inning. K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. Yeah, lowest strike percentage so far, but you've given up 1 hit. And there was an error that should have gotten him out of the last inning that allowed an unearned run to score. Here's Beaver. First pitch to him. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. Had a home run cut at a 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, like I said, they haven't really caught up to that pitch yet.
No.
When you got that going for you, then it opens up the door.
Auburn into the shift. 0-1 breaking ball. Just missed the outer edge.
Maybe a hair down. Freilich did a good job of picking that one up.
Slightly open stance, 1-1 pitch, hammered foul past first. He just took an axe and chopped down at it. It's 1-2.
You know, way ahead here for Alvarez. Lots of options. I still think fastball up. We haven't seen it very much. Like I said, to get above the waist here.
For a pitch. Swung on and missed, pulled the string.
Or the extra slow 75-mile-an-hour breaking ball, which is what that was.
That's 3 straight strikeouts now for Alvarez, the second time through the order.
Yep.
Again, we saw it last week against Samford. Much more effective the second time and into the third time than the first time through. Kind of build a case against a guy, and then he goes away from it.
Really beneficial to have a quick inning. Off to a good start so far.
Here's Andrew Hunt, the cleanup man, walked and scored last inning. First pitch is high, ball 1. You see how quickly Freilich gets it back to Alvarez there. Like, all right, keep going. 1-0 delivery. Pass ball, strike, 1-1. Not right down the middle.
No,
He's still going after the edges.
Yeah, Frederick's doing a good job of framing pitches and getting the ball back in the zone.
Righty on righty. Alvarez into the wind. He plants and follows through and misses low with a breaking ball, 2-1.
And 2 out, nobody on here. You don't want to groove anything, but you don't want to give up a freebie here.
Nobody on, 2 outs, top of the third inning. Here's the 2-1. Fastball, grounded foul, past third. Guevara snatches it out of the air, though, because that's what he does. And now the count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
We just saw it. See if we come back to the slow breaking ball here. That's been a pretty good friend to him here early in the season.
The 2-2. Missed the outside corner. Hunt held up. Counts full. He walked on a 3-2 pitch last inning. Payoff pitch. Check swing. Slider away. Yeah, he went. Alvarez strikes out the side in the third. 4 straight strikeouts for the Auburn starter. Before we go to break, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. That will do, and Auburn will face the third different pitcher of the game for UAB in the third inning when we come back with the Tigers leading 6-2. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Auburn leads UAB 6-2 as we go to the bottom of the third inning, and the third different pitcher of the game for UAB is in there now. He is number 24, Justin Hicks. Hicks is out of Jasper, Summerton Christian High School, 6'2", 200-pound sophomore right-hander. Hicks is 0-1 in 3 appearances. This will be his second relief outing of the year. 0-1 with an 8.44 earned run average, 5 1/3 innings, 11 hits. 7 runs, 5 earned. He's walked 4, struck out 7. He's given up 5 doubles and a triple, and teams are hitting .458 in 5 1/3 innings off of Justin Hicks. He is UAB's third pitcher of the night. Connor got the start, 1 inning, 4 runs on 3 hits. He walked 2. Hyatt, 2 runs on 2 hits. He walked 2. And now it is Hicks' turn, and he will face Bingaman, Steele, and Carter for the Tigers, leading 6-2 in the third inning.
Yeah, pretty obvious the plan, at least for UAB, and I think obviously they're hoping in the first inning maybe not to start that plan until maybe the third inning.
Yeah,
had to start it earlier than expected, and now I think for Auburn, you're going to get ready to see probably 4 or 5 more arms before this night is over with.
Bingaman walked in the first inning. The third inning's presented by the Vance Law Firm. At the Vance Law Firm, they say dial 3 for me. 334-333-3333. First pitch is right through there for a strike. The right-hander gets ahead of Bingaman, 0-1. This guy has been knocked around in limited action this year. Spikes a slider down in the dirt in front of the plate, 1-1. Bingaman's walk in the first inning, his 10th of the year. And the 1-1.
Good pitch. Just
missed a little out.
Just a hair out, 2-1.
Do him another breaking ball there, 2-1. See if he goes back to the fastball. And if Bingaman sits on the fastball. Auburn batters, 4 walks, no strikeouts. 2-1. Fastball, topped.
Fouled it off his foot.
Yep. Rolls out all the way to third base. Count even 2-2. 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second. And now Auburn bats in the bottom of the third, looking for more offense. And against a team with the power of UAB, you got to keep pushing for more. All 6 of Auburn's runs are earned tonight. UAB came in with a team ERA right around 6.
Yeah. Your Bingaman here, can you protect, drive something into right field and get a base hit?
Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball, fouled it up the right side.
Gave it a shot.
Mm-hmm. A little more room in right center than left center.
Yeah, this is about as straight away as you see somebody get played right now.
That's right. 2-2. Another slider, and he fouled it up to the UAB dugout sharply.
Through the door and around and back out of the dugout.
Auburn goes to Missouri this weekend. The 2-2 from the UAB righty. Ground ball up the middle, base hit, Ethan Bingaman. Great piece of hitting. And Bingaman is aboard to lead off the third. 3 innings, 3 leadoff men on base.
Again, not trying to do too much. We always say return energy, and they returned energy right back up the middle.
Auburn this year has scored about 2/3 of its runs in innings in which the leadoff man gets on base. And they're averaging 1.4 runs per inning when the leadoff man gets on base.
Lucas Steele, he's had some good at-bats, but it just hasn't paid off for him.
First pitch to Steele, way upstairs, ball 1.
Yeah, ground ball the other way the last time, right at the shortstop.
Mm-hmm. Runner at first, nobody out, bottom of the third. Auburn trying to pick right back up offensively. Downstairs, great block by Przinski to keep Bingaman at first base. It's 2-0.
Man, as we talk, this crowd has continued to grow. Really good crowd tonight.
2-0 pitch, way outside, 3-0. He is a pitch away from walking Steele to put runners at first and second for Bristol Carter.
For the top of the order.
Yep.
We saw Fralick get a 3-0 count. Maybe you unlocked one for Steele and go, hey, we're going to give you a 3-0 pitch to see if you can get going.
3-0. He was taking, and the pitch made the inside corner. It's 3-1.
Yeah, definitely not a pitch to swing at there on 3-0.
No. Tigers on top 6-2. Hitters count. Pitch. Ground ball. First baseman has it go off of his glove. He'll go retrieve it. Helms for the out. Steele hit it sharply right up that first base line. Helms knocked it down. It squirted away to the first base coach's box, which was still close enough for him to go get it and then win the race to the bag. Steele is retired. That's a tough luck ground out. It does move Bingaman into scoring position for Bristol Carter. Now, how do they play him defensively? Because last time they played him in the full shift, and he had one of the easiest bunt singles you could have.
It's not the full shift, but first baseman is still deep.
Could still do it again.
Behind the bag, you could do it again, absolutely.
Just wouldn't get the run home. Now second baseman pulls back. Pitch misses outside, 1-0.
I think he's going to dare them to stay in that if you're Carter. Because, look, if first baseman stays where he is, it'd be, once again, all you got to do is get the ball past the pitcher and it's a base hit. He's the first baseman now, takes a couple of steps in. He probably does.
Yep. Here he comes.
Slash here.
Helms in on the grass. Carter pulls the bat back, takes a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. This is a really fun chess match to watch here.
So what you had there too is you had the wheel play at first. The first baseman came in, the second baseman ran, and so you opened up a lot of room on the right side if Carter were to do that again.
Again, Bristol shows bunt. Wheel play in motion. He bunts it left side.
Great
bunt. Third baseman fields. He's got no throw. Another bunt single for Bristol Carter. He's done it again. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
I mean, look, he dared him. He told him it was coming. It didn't matter because the bunt was too good. You bunt one right there, the two bunts he's had, and there's nothing you can do about it. Casey Dunn not real happy about his defense right there because he showed it to him, and there wasn't even a play.
Yeah, when the wheel plays on the right side and then you bunt it to the left side, there's some confusion there.
Correct. And
Helms is like, well, do I go back and take it?
And there was no play, but the bunt was too good. Now Chris Rembert here, an opportunity to break this one open a little bit more.
First and third, one out.
See if Carter takes off on the first pitch
I'd
here.
be shocked if he doesn't soon. It's not on the first pitch, and there's a swing and a drive to center field.
It's
Hunt goes back. It is over his head. It short hops the wall. Bingaman scores easily. Carter's waved around third. No throw home. Oh, it's a two-run double for Chris Rembert. Tigers on top 8-2. Rembert with his second hit of the game, his fourth double of the season.
That was the Chris Rembert swing that we've been waiting on, Brad. Back up the middle, crushed, and Bristol Carter never slowed down.
No.
He knew as soon as the center fielder turned his back that it was over with, and so he motored around, and the shortstop was shocked that he was running, and he double pumped, and when he did, it was too late.
You're right. Roberts fielded the ball out in just beyond the bag at second. Shallow center field. Boy, Casey Dunn is wearing his guys out defensively right now.
That's what. And
the
bunt is the one.
Yeah,
that's the one.
Holy mackerel! He is reading them the riot act right now. Feel like maybe he's taken the line from the creed that says, "I believe in honesty and truthfulness, without which I cannot win the respect and confidence of my fellow man."
He did it right there.
He's given him a lot of honesty and truthfulness. And now the meeting on the mound breaks up. Well, again, the leadoff man gets on, and again, runs come in to score. And now here's Chase Fralick with only one out and Rembert at second. When Roberts caught the ball at second, you said it exactly right. He turned and could not believe Carter was halfway home. So he never made a throw. First pitch is low to Fralick, 1 ball, no strikes.
Again, you got opportunities to continue to add to the lead here for Auburn. Just one out, Chris Rembert at second.
1-0 to Fralick. That's in there for a strike, a breaking ball, 1-1.
That might be a pitch he wants to stay away from. I don't know if he wants to throw that pitch again.
Got away with it that time. Pitch. High fly ball. Got under it. Left fielder, head. Waits a long time. Now makes the catch. It finally came down.
Yeah, came back to the fastball and got Fralick out in front of it just a hair.
So that's the second out. And now Eric Guevara, who's been aboard twice, comes to the plate. An RBI single in the first and a walk in the second. When your cleanup man is batting for the third time in the game and it's the third inning, it's been a good night offensively.
Usually pretty good, yes.
Yeah. Rembert is at second. A base hit would score him. Pitch to Guevara. Slider catches the outside edge for a strike. 0-1, a good pitch. 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Hicks fires. And,
just off that.
Just
off the corner, yep.
Appeal to first. Danny Crick says Guevara didn't go. Well, if I'm in the other dugout, I'd probably want that pitch.
Just a strike, period.
Yep. Instead, the count 1-1.
Guevara here, look, you can look for breaking ball again. He's gotten a heavy dose of them all year to start this season.
1-1 offering. High fly ball, center field.
That's out of here.
Goes back. He's still going. He's looking. It's a long home run just right of straightaway center for Eric Guevara. The Tigers are teeing off tonight. A 2-run blast by Guevara, his 4th of the year. RBIs 17 and 18. And the Tigers now lead 10-2.
Went back to the well one too many times. He saw 2 breaking balls. He left that one over the plate. And look, that shows you the strength there by Guevara.
Yes.
He goes the other way with a breaking ball, and the center fielder takes 2 steps and just watches it sail out of the ballpark.
Now here's Bub Terrell, 0 for 2 with a couple of flyouts. First pitch to him, got underneath that one, popped it up, left side. Is it going to stay in? Nope, it's off the net. Third baseman Dupuis went over and just ran out of room. 0-1 to Bub. Ten runs on 9 hits, 1 error for Auburn, 2 runs on 1 hit for UAB. It is all Auburn early on in this one.
Yeah, it is. They look big swings,
yeah,
good at bats. It's been the combination of everything at the plate.
Here's the 0-1 to Terrell. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Nobody on base, 2 outs. Bub, the 7th man to bat in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Bounced it up there, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 innings, 3 different pitchers for UAB. 9 Auburn batters in the 1st, 7 in the 2nd, and 7 here in the 3rd.
And it hasn't really mattered to this point.
No. Now the 1-2. Terrell takes it low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. They've tried to get him to chase that pitch down and in 2 times in a row, and he hasn't done it.
He hadn't been on top of the ball yet.
Yep.
Bub needs to get back on top of the baseball.
2-2 to the Auburn left fielder. Popped up left side, out of play. Yeah, the Yeti yards filled in nicely. Good crowd on the deck. And the back 40's even got, it's over halfway full.
Wall's got folks. It's a really good crowd on a perfect night.
Broadway Club over to our left, a good group. 984 Club, almost packed out. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball to right. Back goes Beaver. He's to the track. He's at the wall. It is gone into the Blazers bullpen. Bub Terrell. 3rd home run of the season for Bub. It was way up there. Tigers lead 11-2.
That's a skyscraper.
Yeah.
Is what that one was.
It
wasn't close either.
Nope.
He hit it that high.
It was down and in. That was inner half at the knees. And he still got a ton of air under it. The beat goes on. Back-to-back homers for Guevara and Terrell. 3rd home run of the game for Auburn. And Brandon McCrane to the plate. McCrane has doubled and walked. He's driven in a run. He takes a strike. 0-1. "24 batters, and we're in the 3rd inning. Pitch, little down. 1 ball, 1 strike. Guevara's home run, 414 feet. Terrell's home run, 369 feet.
369 feet and 325 feet up.
Yeah. 1-1. Outside, 2-1 to McCrane. Well, if you're worried about this team looking past anybody before the conference opener this weekend.
So far, so good.
Yep.
So a long way to go in this game.
2-1. Chopped foul, left side, 2-2. And that is the thing. Look, this UAB team can hit. They're only batting a collective 290 as a group, but they have 34 home runs and 23 doubles. Two and two, the count with 2 outs. Tigers lead 11-2. Swing, ground ball to 3rd. On the ground, Dupuis gloves and throws. And it's a little up the line, and it's picked by Helms on a backhand back pick at first for the 3rd out of the inning. A nice play again by the first baseman for UAB. But Auburn adds to its lead. The Tigers put 5 on the board in the 3rd inning. on a couple of home runs. 4 or 5 hits in the inning, no errors, and nobody left on base. Through 3 complete. Your new score, Auburn 11, UAB 2. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Auburn 11, UAB 2 as we go to the 4th inning. It will be Waugh, Helms, and Steele, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Blazers against Andreas Alvarez. Alvarez has struck out 4 in a row the second time through the order. So the first time through gave up a couple of runs on 1 hit, a hit batter, and a walk. He's faced 4 batters the second time through, struck all 4 of them out. And the first pitch is a called strike to Brady Waugh on the outside corner, left-handed hitter. 0-1 the count. Waugh singled and scored in the second. The 0-1 from Alvarez. Outside corner with an off-speed pitch, and it's 0-2. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. Wind Creek Casino, find your winning moment. 0-2. Line to third. Guevara with the catch. Out, number 1. Got it in on the hands. Waugh not a lot behind it. Just couldn't generate a lot of power when he pulled the hands in. And it's an easy line out to Guevara for the first out of the 4th. 5 in a row retired by Alvarez. And here's Wesley Helms. Sacrifice fly to right. Brought home a run in the second. First pitch to him. Upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. 4 strikeouts and a line out the second time through. Alvarez, shoulder square into the wind, the 1-0. Good pitch. Beautiful breaking ball for a strike, 1-1. So Auburn goes to Missouri this weekend. Game times currently 6 p.m., 4 p.m., and 11 a.m. on Sunday. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball off the outer edge. It's 2-1. Jason alluded to it earlier. Weather forecast doesn't look all that friendly for Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon. A lot can change. It's still 5 days away, but 2-1. Fastball strike right through there, 2-2.
Yeah, the latest look for Columbia on Sunday now is 81%.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we're getting out of there because 56 and 16 degrees.
2-2, chop to third. Guevara waits, throws, got him. That's a high chopper. Guevara had a long time to wait for that ball to come down. Looked like a balloon floating down, and he grabbed it and threw a strike to first for the out.
Yeah, rounds it off, though, so all his momentum is going towards first base.
Yeah.
So when he catches the ball, he is moving towards first. He makes an easy throw, easy play.
Now Mason Steele, the designated hitter, was hit by a pitch in the second. It's his 3rd start of the year. He's 4 of 14 at the plate. First pitch, chopped to first. Going to be an easy inning. Bingham and gloves, underhand tosses to Alvarez for the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Blazers in the 4th, and that is 7 in a row retired by Alvarez. He's made it through the 4th, and Auburn takes an 11-2 lead into the bottom of the 4th. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn University Board of Trustee member Bob Dumas.
My senior year, where we won it, was at Burning Tree in Decatur. Had some great teammates and great players, and it just all came together that week. we had been close. We had had a good year. We'd won several tournaments and felt like we had the capacity and the courage to do it. And we did. I think more was a very joyous time, of course, being the first. But I think later on, as you grow older, you begin to appreciate and value that much more.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays, wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
A new inning, a new pitcher for UAB. Auburn on top 11-2 over the Blazers, and the new pitcher is Connor Keplinger, redshirt sophomore, lefty out of Morris, Alabama, Mortimer Jordan High School, Shelton State Community College. That's what's listed on the official bio. 6'1", 200 for the redshirt sophomore. Keplinger has no record. He's appeared in 6 games. That's tied for the team lead. This will be his 6th relief outing, so 5 relief appearances and 1 start. 16 and a third innings, third most on the team. Beg your pardon, 11 and a third innings. 13 hits, 8 runs, 6 of them earned, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. He's given up 3 doubles, 2 home runs. Team's hitting .295 against him. No record, 1 save, and an earned run average of 4.76. He'll face the bottom third of the order for Auburn, Mason McCrane, to get it started. By the way, a defensive change last inning. It was such a quick inning, we didn't get to it.
Yeah.
Cade Ballou entered the game in center field for Bristol Carter. So Bristol's night is done.
Yeah, guy that's been dealing with a little bit of a strain, like rib cage, lat, or whatever. Obviously looked fine tonight, but probably just, hey, let's get him out of the game now, put Cade Ballou in there for his defense, and let Bristol rest the rest of this one.
Mason McCrane stands in. Keplinger fires, and first pitch is fouled back, 0-1. McCrane tonight has grounded out twice. His ground out in the first inning drove home his 17th run of the year. The 0-1 pitch. Missed inside and a little up. 1 ball, 1 strike. No freshman of the week in the SEC this week for Auburn. They do have the pitcher of the week, though, in Jackson Sanders. So another week, another weekly honor. 1-1. Up and in, 2 balls and a strike. Jackson has just sort of steadily ramped up throughout the 4 non-conference appearances.
Yes.
2-1. Off speed.
Hit him.
A piece of him. Yep. And they wait. Mason stands
didn't
like
want
a
to leave.
statue until he's told by the home plate umpire, go to first. So a hit batter, and for the 4th straight inning, the leadoff man's on for Auburn. Bingham in the batter.
I guess they're going to ask for a review to see if he stuck his arm out or if it was a strike, rather. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think Mason did it because I don't think he wanted to get hit by a pitch.
Right. Morris Hodges, I think, delivered the announcement to the...
Never really heard anything.
Yeah. And it was hit on the elbow. We'll see if we get a look. Not collaborative replay yet. That starts this weekend. So they go back into the room and take a look. He's got a pretty solid elbow guard.
He didn't move his elbow out of the way. He didn't move it into there.
And he's not hanging out over the plate.
He's not hanging over the plate. Yeah, he didn't try to get out of the way, but he didn't stick his arm out there either.
We saw one of the Winthrop guys, actually, it was called back. It was called a strike because though he didn't lean into it, he was leaning out over the plate when he was hit. That happened in one of the games over the weekend. Morris Hodges and I think Brian Hale have gone back into the room adjacent to the dugout. And the replay continues. The review continues. Auburn with 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 5 in the third. Well, you want to get the call right. You believe in a sound mind, sound body, spirits not afraid, and in clean sports that develop these qualities. So the review continues. Mason McCrane at first after being hit by the pitch. Now we're seeing a different angle on the video board. I
still don't think
know
that he stuck his arm out there. And I don't think it's a strike.
Eventually, we're going to get an answer.
I mean, it is.
This is the longest review of the year.
We're 1 hour and 35 minutes into a game that's in the bottom of the 4th inning, and it's 11-2.
Yeah.
So they're taking advantage of all the opportunities they get before they turn it over to the SEC office this weekend.
Yeah. This has overtaken something from one of the first weekends as the longest review of the year.
Yes.
I'm no review expert, nobody is, but man, how many angles can you get of this? Here comes the call. Morris Hodges will let us know.
At the review, we have a hit batter, no intent, runner throwing to first base. That'll be UAB's first count. They have 1 left.
All right. So it's as it was called. And the leadoff man's aboard. Good. Clear as a bell. Here's Ethan Bingaman. Singled right back up the middle his last time. He's been aboard twice. He's also walked. A run scored for the freshman tonight. First pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Tried to jump on that first pitch after the long review. 11-2 Auburn. We are in the 4th. Throw to first. UAB has had a different pitcher to start each of the first 4 innings tonight. The pitch. In the dirt, blocked by Brzezinski. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we were talking about Sanders before the play. He's just gotten a little steadier every single week, dynamic in that first to second inning transition against Florida State and Arlington seemed to flip a switch for Sanders.
Absolutely.
He's been a different guy since. Pitch misses upstairs, 2-1 to Bingaman.
Yeah, and you hope that now continues. Hey, Missouri is rolling. I think they're their longest win streak since 2017. They scored double-digit runs tonight. So that's a team with a lot of confidence coming in this weekend.
2-1 pitch. That's driven into left center field. That's going to be extra bases for Bingaman. It one-hops the wall. McCrane on his way to third. He's waved around third. Here comes the throw. It is up the line and nowhere close. It's an RBI double for Ethan Bingaman. Tigers have a dozen on the board. It's 12-2. Another extra base hit for the Tigers. And again, that leadoff man getting on base comes home to score. Bingaman belted that to left center.
He did, and that's one where McCrane paused just a little bit. That's the difference between him and Bristol Carter. Bristol, that veteran presence of knowing that ball is going to be down, didn't have to kind of hoof it there to the end. Mason McCrane had to get to the plate there because he took a little bit longer to get there, but made it, and now a 12-2, another runner in scoring position for Lucas Steele.
Steele takes a strike. It's 0-1. He turns around and bats righty against the lefty Keplinger. It's the first double of the year for Bingaman, RBI number 6 for Ethan. 12-2 Auburn. Pitch to Steele. Off speed for a strike. 0-2. Cade Ballou will get his first at bat. He's in the on-deck circle. Actually standing on the on-deck circle. Here is the 0-2. Steele takes it high and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You like to see Lucas get involved here, get a good swing off, try to get a little positive momentum heading into conference play. He's going to be a guy they're going to need to come up sometime this season.
1-2 pitch. There's a drive to left. Did he get under it?
Got under
Head over near the line, puts it away for the out. Boy, off the bat, it looked and sounded really good. It jumped off the bat, but he was underneath it just a little bit for the first out. Now here's Cade Ballou. Carter was on base 3 times. He had a couple of bunt hits. He stole 2 bases. He scored 3 runs. I mean, that's a good night of work.
That's a pretty good night right there.
He just happened to do it in the first 3 innings. And now Ballou with a chance. Auburn native, batting 129 for the year. He takes the first pitch strike, 0-1. Auburn has scored in each of the first 4 innings. 1 across here in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Cade takes it inside, 1-1. That nearly got a piece of it. Top of the lineup has absolutely produced tonight. We mentioned Carter, 3 runs scored, couple of hits. Rembert, 2 hits, 2 scored, 2 driven in. 1-1 to Ballou, swung and fouled back. A ball in 2 strikes. Fralick has a home run, 3 driven in. Guevara's been on base all 3 times. He has homered and driven in 3. So the first 4 have only been retired once among them. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ballou. Here's the pitch. Missed a little low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It was a good pitch there by, a guy that, look, is pitching against some guys he knows very well, former Auburn player. And so, look, this is an opportunity for him to go out and see if he can build a little momentum on the UAB side. But for Cade Ballou, an opportunity to see if he can get something going.
2-2 pitch to Cade. Is on the way. Fouled back. Waited on the off-speed pitch, fouled it straight back. So we'll do it again. And on the other side, Alvarez has settled in very nicely. A couple of back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings, quick innings. He's given you a chance for him to run back out there and go the 5th.
Yeah, absolutely.
2-2. Missed high and outside, 3-2. A good patient at bat. You see your offense doing these kind of things tonight, and you want so badly to get up there, jump right in.
Yep, and that's it. And again, trying not to do too much. Look, this has just been because these guys are letting at-bats come to them.
Payoff pitch to the Auburn center fielder. Ballou swings and misses. Change up, waited on it, just couldn't connect. And there's the second out. And now Rembert a chance to drive in Bingaman. Rembert, a 2-run double last inning. A single and a run scored in the first. So he's roped 1 to left and sent 1 to right center. We'll see what he does here. First pitch to him. Fouled straight back. A really good cut again by the sophomore.
Yeah, if that first pitch is somewhere close to the zone, he's going to be hacked.
Yeah, we looked at, I think, 4 straight at-bats in one of the games against Winthrop, and he had swung and made contact, done something on the first pitch each time. Here's the 0-1. Miss the inside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rembert led the entire SEC in on-base percentage last year. In a league where you had a ton of talent at second base, and in the freshman class, 1-1. Hit foul on the ground to the Auburn dugout, 1-2.
And it looks like he's just now starting to get his timing back after missing a couple of weeks with an ankle injury, getting back healthy, and it looks finally starting to be himself now.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 out, the pitch. Again, chopped foul to the Auburn dugout. Oh, booted by, is that Saxon? It's usually Saxon reaching out trying to get it.
That was him.
Yeah. Still a ball, 2 strikes. Bingaman the runner at second. 1-2 pitch. Low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. UAB swept the season series against Auburn last year. First time they had ever done that. Auburn came in tonight locked, focused, 2-2 pitch. Rembert drives that one to right center. Beaver is under it. He's got it for the out, and the inning is over. Auburn has to settle for a 1 on the board. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors and a runner left on base. We are through 4 with your score. Auburn 12, UAB 2. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
This broadcast of Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by Cook's Pest Control. The best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control, the South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
12-2, Auburn leads UAB. Blazers come to bat in the 5th inning. They will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up against Andreas Alvarez, who's retired 7 in a row. He got the Blazers in order in the 1st, the 3rd, and the 4th. The 2nd inning, they were able to do some damage. There was a hit batter, a leadoff walk, a pass ball, an error. Just a few little things. First pitch of the inning is a breaking ball on the outer edge to Przinski. 0-1.
You're right, Brad. Just trying to find it, and it lost it there for a little bit, and he's so far gotten it back pretty good.
0-1, missed high and away with a fastball at 94. Still good life on that. And he's had long waits, long stints in the dugout, too, while his team has been at the plate. 74 pitches. One. High pop. Center field.
Bob takes this one. Yep.
Terrell calls off McCrane and still moving forward, makes the catch in very shallow left center field. He got that pitch to the top of the zone.
Yep,
Brzezinski couldn't get on top of it.
Conecuh smoked sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, and you can enjoy a grilled Conecuh sausage dog or a premium hot dog at Plainsman Park. Conecuh, family-owned and made in Evergreen, Alabama since 1947. Make Conecuh sausage part of your game day.
Yum.
Yes.
Baylor Roberts, the shortstop, takes a fastball a little low, 1-0. Run through some other scores here in just a bit. 1-0 pitch. Fastball missed low again. 2 balls, no strikes. Roberts grounded up the middle. Rembert with a rare error at second. Just misplayed a bounce right behind the bag at second. Allowed an unearned run to score. 2-0 pitch. Oh, hit the bat.
Foul ball.
He ducked out of the way, and it hit the bat.
It wasn't even close.
No, it was such a wild pitch. He had to lean down to keep it from hitting him right on the helmet, and it pinged off the bat for a foul ball. Boy, oh boy, that is.
If Alvarez can make that pay off to his advantage here.
2-1. Fastball back up the middle. Rembert can't quite get there. It's into center field. So Roberts has sent it back up the middle both times. Now he breaks a string of 8 in a row, retired by Alvarez. It's a 1-out single for Roberts. Well, it was Roberts who took advantage of the very next pitch, wasn't it? To his credit.
Got a fastball, and again, this almost mirror image. That one's hit a little bit harder there. Chris Rembert was playing up the middle, but that ball just was able to get through.
Got some SEC teams that are locked in tonight and some others that might be looking ahead. There's a throw to first, a very close play. Roberts is back. Alex Dupuis, the batter, he's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. The Citadel leads South Carolina 5-2 in the bottom of the fourth. Creighton leads LSU 2-1 in the third inning. Pitch is bounced up there. 1 ball, no strikes to Dupuis. Runner stays at first. Tulane leads Mississippi State 4-2. They're in the fifth inning in a game in Biloxi. Indiana State leads Vanderbilt 6-3. Bottom of the fifth in Nashville. Going better for some other teams in the league. 1-0 to Dupuis. Pass ball chopped to third. Guevara charges, gloves, throws, got him. That last hop was a short hop. He picked it and made the throw as if it were nothing. Roberts advances to second. They get Dupuis at first. 2 away. And J.P. Head, the batter. He's 0 for 2, which hasn't happened much this year. He's grounded to third and struck out. Florida leads Florida State in a top 25 battle in Gainesville, 6-3. Auburn goes to Gainesville in the middle of April. Texas A&M leads Stephen F. Austin 6-1. They're in the bottom of the sixth. Pitched ahead. He flies it to right center field. Ballou is over. Cade is under it. Nope, it's McCrane in right center who calls him off and puts it away. And the 1-out single is left stranded. Head goes after the first pitch and flies out, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 left. Alvarez has made it through 5, and Auburn leads 12-2. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
A new inning, a new pitcher for UAB. This time it is Tyler Haynes, number 31. Haynes is from Phoenix City, went to Central of Phoenix City, then started out at Mississippi State. He's a right-hander, tall, 6'5", 205, a graduate right-hander. Haynes has appeared in 5 games this year. He's 2-0 with a 5.40 earned run average. 5 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He has thrown 1 wild pitch and hit 2 batters, and opposition is batting .200. 3 for 15 against Tyler Haynes. Each of the first 4 starters have gone exactly 1 inning. And do they have a new catcher in there?
Yes. Is it
Mac
12? Maybe not.
No,
it's not 12.
32 could be. Max
30.
Price is listed as a catcher.
32, maybe, yes.
He's the only other catcher I have listed on my roster tonight,
Yeah,
Jason.
it looks like it'd have to. It is a 2. It's hard to tell the other side, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
And so both teams may be making a handful of changes as this game goes on, as Chase Fralick leads it off for Auburn in the bottom of the 5th.
Yep. So Patrick McGlone at third base.
Okay.
32, Max Price behind the plate. 4 at second base and 32 behind the plate.
Okay. Fralick takes it outside, ball 1.
Another Auburn High product at third base, Patrick McGlone.
Second baseman is Jake Merrick. 1-0 pitch, bounced up there and nearly hit Fralick.
I'm
2
not
balls,
sure
no
how
strike.
it didn't hit him in the foot.
Yeah. Freilich homered on a 3-0 pitch in the second inning. He's also driven in a run on a fielder's choice. 1 for 3, 3 RBIs, brings his season total to 20. Auburn leads 12-2 in the fifth. The pitch. Freilich swings and fouls it up the left side, out of play. 2-1. Fifth inning presented by Southern Union. Move seamlessly to Auburn to complete a bachelor's degree in selected programs by taking courses at Southern Union and Auburn concurrently at Southern Union's tuition rates. Let Southern Union put you on a path to the plane. 2-1. Didn't get the outside corner. 3 balls and a strike. Andreas Alvarez has given up 1 hit over the last 3 innings on the mound, and Auburn has scored in every inning offensively so far. 3-1. High fly, ball left center field. Back goes head into the canyon. He reaches up on the warning track in the canyon and makes the catch. Freilich hit it about as far as you can hit it without getting it out of the ballpark, and because he hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark, it didn't get out. 1 away.
Yeah, just hard to get it that far opposite field. That ball was up a little bit. He hit it. I mean, if that ball is 20 feet to the left, it's out of here probably, or at least off the top of the wall. Instead, it's a long fly ball out.
Now, Eric Guevara, a single, a walk, a homer, and now a line drive base hit up the right field line. That's headed for the corner. Guevara is headed for 2. Throw comes in from right field. It's a stand-up double for Eric Guevara. He's a triple away from the cycle, and we're in the 5th inning. Guevara with his 4th double of the year. And another extra base hit for the Tigers. They are pounding the baseball tonight.
That shows you, though, Eric Guevara. I mean, he's homered opposite field, and now double down the right field line. He's got great hands, and he's not afraid to let the ball get deep and see it all the way in. He's done that again tonight.
7 of Auburn's 12 hits have been extra base hits. 4 doubles, 3 home runs. Bub Terrell takes a ball high, 1-0.
Not a bad pitch there from Haynes, just a touch outside.
Bub homered in his last at bat. 1-0. Miss low, 2-0.
This is a pitch here. Miss 2-0. If you're Bub, you're looking for something you can drive. And again, we're talking about he still didn't get on top of the last pitch,
right?
But he was able to get out of here because he's so strong.
Not a shift, but it's exaggerated. They play him to pull on the infield, and he takes a breaking ball, backdoor breaking ball, just barely caught the outside edge. Bub didn't think so, and it's 2-1. Auburn leads 12-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. Auburn looking for a 7th straight win, trying to run their record to 14-2. The 2-1 pitch. Low, 3 balls and a strike. Jason gave you Missouri's update earlier. Missouri beat Southern Indiana 14-6 tonight. Another double-digit scoring game for Mizzou. They're putting up runs in bunches. 3-1 pitch. Terrell swings and misses. Looked like he committed a little late to that swing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was looking for there. Looked like almost like he was expecting something harder, and that was like a changeup swing, but that was a fastball. He gets a backdoor breaking ball here again. Dump one out into left center field.
Haynes looks home, ignores the runner at second, fires and misses low. He threw him the breaking ball down and in, and Terrell laid off of it. And now Auburn has runners at first and second with 1 out for Brandon McCrane, who has doubled and walked. He's driven in a run tonight. Tennessee throttled Tennessee Tech 20-2 tonight in Knoxville. Kentucky leads Ball State 8-3 in the top of the 7th. Alabama leads Troy 5-1 in the 6th, and Texas leads Texas State 7-3. That game's in the 5th. Pitch to McCrane. Took it a little up. I think 1 ball, no strike. Not to look past Missouri. Next week, man, the schedule in this ballpark next week.
Yeah, it could be pretty fun. We're talking about a couple of top 5 teams.
Yeah. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Bounced up there, blocked by Price.
Yeah, if you're Auburn, if you can take care of business this weekend and win a series at Missouri, finish this off tonight, you would come home and have a couple of you'd have 4 of the biggest games in college baseball next week.
That's right. A top 5 game against Georgia Tech a week from tonight, and then a top 5 series against Texas. 2-0. Popped up, back and out of play. Got that one in on the hands a bit. 2-1.
We've seen Brandon McCrane. He's got a triple. He's got a couple of big. We haven't seen him hit one out of the ballpark yet, but he's got that type of power. He can do it.
The double that he hit, maybe it was the triple that he hit in Arlington.
Yes.
Full extension on the arms, beautiful smooth swing. See what he gets here, 2-1 from Haynes. Runners lead from first and second. Right-hander delivers. And it's popped up off the hands again.
And it's out of play.
To get back out of play. Top of the net, rolls down into the turf. 2-2. Great opportunities to check out most, if not every game the rest of the way. Single game general admission tickets. This is the place to be.
Absolutely.
There are going to be a lot of memories made in Plainsman Park again this year. The attendance numbers are broken seemingly every big series. Be a part of it at ubtix.com. 2-2 pitch, down and in. The count's full, 3-2. You can also get to the tickets tab of your Auburn Athletics app. Manage your account from there. All right, full count with 1 out. Guevara at second, Terrell at first. Payoff pitch. Low, ball 4. McCrane draws the walk. Second free pass issued to the shortstop. And now a double and 2 walks, and the bases are loaded. And Mason McCrane at the plate. He's just about not comfortable unless the bases are loaded when he comes up there. Already 2 games of 5 RBIs or more just in the last couple of weeks. He's already driven in 1 tonight. An RBI ground out in the first. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th and came around to score. Now in the 5th with the bases loaded. Pitch. Up the left side, foul, looping out over the seats. 0-1. Auburn basketball is next up on the network. It is the early afternoon, the second game of the day in Nashville, Auburn and Mississippi State, day 1 of the SEC tournament. Broadcast coverage at 1:30. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey, Jacob Hillman will bring you that action. Here's the 0-1 to McCrane. Off-speed pitch. He was early, fouled it back. 0-2.
They're playing double play depth all the way across, and Mason McCrane can really run. So, again, fly ball here, something in the outfield, get the run in. You want to just keep adding, especially if you want to try to get out of here a little early. That would be nice to add a couple more runs here.
It's 12-2 right now in the bottom of the 5th. 0-2 from Haynes. McCrane swings and lines it to left. Head is there. He makes the catch. Tagging from third is Guevara. He scores easily. And it's 13-2 Tigers. Another RBI for Mason McCrane. Give him 18 on the year. Tigers just played smart baseball there. Just at least get one, and that's what the freshman did.
You look at what they'll get some high fives coming in the dugout. Yep. Just going, hey, look, that's a job. He did a great job there. Yep. Look, 0-2, find somewhere to get the ball into play in the outfield and add to the lead.
Here's Ethan Bingaman. A single, a double, an RBI, a run scored for the true freshman. Runners dancing around out there. Bingaman takes it low, and it's blocked well by Price behind the plate. New catcher has had to work in the dirt on a couple of balls here. 1-0. Bingaman's been aboard all 3 times.
A really good swing the last time up.
Yeah. He's raised his average almost 50 points tonight. 1-0. Bouncing ball towards short. Playing back is Roberts. Long throw. There's no throw. Went
to playing on the outfield grass. His foot just slipped a hair, and once he did, that was over with.
So Bingaman collects his 3rd hit of the game. And again, the bases are loaded. Terrell at third, McCrane at second, Bingaman at first, and Lucas Steele, the batter. All right, how many 3-hit games is that for Bingaman?
Is that the first one?
That is his first career 3-hit game.
Yeah, the 2 homer games.
Yep.
He had a couple other 2-hit games.
Yeah, it's
3-hit night.
His 4th multi-hit game, his first 3-hit game. And Steele swings and lines it up over the seats, 0-1. You love your number 9 hitter batting for the 4th time, and you're in the 5th.
Yes.
Tiger at every base. Pitch. Missed a little low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreboard shows 1 out. There's 2 outs in the inning.
Correct, yes.
And the base is loaded. Auburn is 13 for 27 in the game tonight. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a fly ball right field. That is deep. That is gone. Lucas Steele with a grand slam, baby. 17-2. Steele's first home run of the season is a loud one to right. And you watch the dugout mob him, one of the legacy leaders on this team. When he gets back to the dugout, yeah, there they go. He is buried in pinstripes.
And you look at a guy that probably feels like a weight off his shoulders to see that one get out of here. And it was another moon scraper like we saw from Bub Terrell earlier. Just got over the wall, but that's all you need, just over the wall.
17-2. And now big cut, Cabe Ballou. He tried to send that to South College. 0-1 to Cade. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He's the 8th man to bat in the 5th inning. It's 17-2 Auburn. This matches Youngstown State. Another swing and a miss. 0-2. This matches the finale of the Youngstown State game for Auburn's highest scoring output of the year. They won that game 17-2. Here's the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. But another 5-run inning capped by Lucas Steele's first home run of the year, a grand slam. 3 hits, no errors, nobody left. Through 5, it's 17-2 Auburn. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the Auburn Athletics app, powered by War Eagle Mobile. Buy tickets, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and manage your War Eagle Plus subscription. And listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously, on the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics. Download it now.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
Well, Andreas Alvarez was outstanding over his final 3 innings of work. Had a bit of a hiccup in the second, but then closed strong, gave up just 1 hit over the last 3 innings. He got to the end of the 5th, and then he has passed the baton now to the freshman L.J. Cormier out of Tuscaloosa, 6'1", 173. No record, 4 appearances, an earned run average of 4 3/4. 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, only 3 of them earned. 5 walks, 10 strikeouts, and teams are batting just .217 against the right-hander L.J. Cormier. Sophomore hands the baton to the true freshman. In all tonight, Alvarez, 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 unearned runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. He threw 82 pitches, 52 of them for strikes. And a slew of defensive changes.
I got you. So Todd Clay comes into the game and will play first base.
Okay.
Ethan Bingaman moves to right field.
Okay.
Mason McCrane moves to left field.
Okay.
And Bob Terrell then shifts to center field.
Okay. And L.J. Cormier starts Landon Beaver with a strike. 0-1. It's 17-2. You're looking at 6 outs and then heading to the house. Cormier wants to get in there and throw strikes. Misses outside to Beaver. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, impressed. Second week in a row that Alvarez hit an early hiccup, an inning where breaking ball way out in front is Beaver. 1 ball, 2 strikes. They didn't do just a ton of damage.
No,
they didn't set the house on fire.
Self-inflicted a little bit.
It was just a little tough to get through.
One bloop single to left field. That was it.
1-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Inside corner fastball. And he turns around. Beaver sends him back to the UAB dugout. 1 away in the 6th. And then after that, 3 or 4 innings of just magnificent work. And it's those kind of innings, Jason, that this coaching staff see in Dre.
You know it's there.
You absolutely, yeah. So here's Hunt. First pitch, fastball down the middle, 0-1.
We're talking about, sons of major leaguers. There's been a bunch of them in this game tonight. L.J. Cormier, one of those. Lance Cormier's dad. And he's got that bulldog mentality. And
0-1 fastball up and in, 1-1.
He has added some velocity since the fall. He's throwing a little bit harder, but he's got a nasty breaking ball, and he's not afraid to throw it.
1-1 pitch to Hunt. Fastball, strike, 1-2. Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. With their spacious cancer center, patients can make cancer a distant memory instead of a distant drive. 1-2 pitch. Curve, called strike 3. He has frozen the first 2 batters he has faced. Cormier dealing early. East Alabama Health is Auburn's home field advantage. He's working so quickly I couldn't even get the read in.
Got to get going.
Pick up the pace. 6 strikeouts for Auburn pitching tonight. K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. First pitch, fastball outside corner for a strike, 0-1.
I think our umpire has decided he's ready to get to the house.
Jake Merrick gets his first at bat.
And I'll take it.
0-1 curveball, strike 2. Whew. Buddy, the fastball's got some zip and the curve's got some sharp break.
It makes it tough then.
Here comes the 0-2. Miss low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, the run rule is in effect, and we believe in following rules. You know why? Because we believe in obedience to law, because it protects the rights of all. Pitch. Fastball swung and missed, strike 3. Holy mackerel. Holy cow.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
I mean, carved him up like he's wielding a Ginsu out there. L.J. Cormier breezes through the 6th. Auburn's on top 17-2 through 5.5, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Back to the ballpark for more Auburn baseball.
New pitcher for UAB as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning is Chase Ingram out of Pleasant Hill, California originally. Finished at IMG Academy. 6'4", 235. Good size for a senior right-hander. Ingram is the 6th pitcher in as many innings. It's been 1 per inning for Casey Dunn and the Blazers tonight. Ingram 1-2 in 4 outings. He has started 4 games. This is his first relief outing of the year. 17 innings, 21 hits, 17 runs, 8 walks, 7 strikeouts. He's given up 4 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs, Team's hitting .309 against Chase Ingram, 1-2 with an earned run average of 9. And he'll get 2, 3, and 4 in the order. Rembert will get it started for the Tigers. They've scored in every inning. They've scored more than 1 run in 4 of the 5 innings. They've gone 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 5 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 5 in the fifth to build a 17-2 lead. 17 runs on 14 hits. More than half of those have been extra base hits. Auburn has 4 home runs tonight, including a Lucas Steele grand slam. Against a good UAB team. I mean, they came in with a very healthy RPI.
Absolutely.
I mean,
this team's been playing well, has been swinging the bat well, and they got 2 hits.
So here's Chris Rembert against Ingram. And he lines one sharply off to the right, 0-1. What's most impressive, I think, Jason, I mean, look, they've jumped on teams a bunch the last 2 weeks in the first inning. But to grab a 10-run lead early and still have the at-bats they had the last couple of innings.
Keep it going.
Rembert flies it away.
Steady at-bats. As you know, Butch Thompson talks about, is it like, are you present?
Yeah.
They've been present tonight. There's no question about that.
That's what he said. If you missed way back to the beginning of the broadcast, he said when he's going to take roll. 0-2. Rembert check swing, high fastball. He did not go. Counts 1-2. Said he was going to take roll with his team tonight, and instead of saying here, he was going to have them say present. Just a reminder, be where your feet are. Focus on today's task. And they have in a loud way. 1-2. High chopper toward third. That's foul. And Rembert's a good example of that. He's up. He's not flailing at the ball. He's swinging away and making contact and keeping the bat going. Rembert tonight has singled, has doubled, has scored 2 times, has driven in 2 runs. He's 2 for 4. His batting average has jumped 20 points. Pitch misses high. And now it's 2-2. Pitch downstairs. 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch to Rembert. Line drive off the glove of the shortstop, just ate him up and into left field. And Rembert he thought about going for 2 because head out in left field had it go between the legs just for a moment, but he hit that so sharply there wasn't much Roberts could do.
Yeah, that was short. It was self-defense at shortstop right there for Roberts.
So a 3-hit night for Rembert. Well, we know about the athletic accomplishments, but according to U.S. News and World Report, these are the number 1 and number 2 ranked academic institutions in the state of Alabama playing tonight here at Plainsman Park. So more than just academics, they can play some sports too. Pitch misses outside, 1-0. A Lucas Steele home run.
4 tonight?
4th home run for Auburn. 1-0 pitch. Bounced up there, again blocked by Price. He's gotten a workout since coming in. 2-0.
Looking for fresh seafood? Wharf Casual Seafood serves seafood sourced from American waters. Not a seafood fan? No problem. They also serve burgers, salads, chicken, and more. Wharf's Casual Seafood with 6 locations across central Alabama.
2 balls, no strikes.
Good stuff.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Fralick swings, pops it up, back behind the plate, well out of play. It's 2-1. Auburn is 3 outs away in the top of the 7th from its 14th win of the year. It's 38-10 at home over the last couple of years. They're about to run that record to 39-10. 2-1 pitch, little topper back to the pitcher. He'll go to first. Rembert down to second, and there's 1 out in the inning. Ingram jumped off the mound, fielded the ball, threw to first for the out. Rembert in scoring position, and Eric Guevara to the plate. All he's done tonight, single, double, walk, homer, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs.
Yeah, I'll be talking to that young man later tonight.
Think so. course, you take your pick on a night like
Plenty
tonight.
of options.
Pitch to Guevara, breaking ball, cue shot off the end of the bat. Sonny DeShera
Kick,
just
save, and a beauty.
calmly sticks the foot out there. We love Sonny DeShera. 0-1 to Guevara. His homer, the first of back-to-back jacks from Guevara and Terrell. He takes the ball outside. 1-1. Auburn will take some momentum to Columbia. 6 o'clock Friday. First pitch for the Tigers and Tigers. Here's the 1-1. There's a strike. It's 1-2. You are making that trip, right?
Correct.
Okay. You're going to squeeze into that booth with me on Friday, right?
I'll be there.
All right. Layers ready.
Yes.
And cash ready. 1-2. Check swing on a slider down and away. He did not go, says Danny Cricks at first base. 2-2 the count. Really sharp break on the slider. And that's something that, if you're looking for improvements, if you're looking for what to optimize into conference play, Guevara wants to cut down on the strikeouts.
Yeah.
He's gone after too many of those.
Yeah, too many of those breaking balls. They were way out of the zone.
Pitch. Ground ball back up the middle, off the glove of the shortstop and into center field. Rembert on his way to third. He will stop there. It's a base hit for Guevara. A four-hit night for Eric Guevara. Yeah, let's see how many of those he's had. Batter is Bub Terrell. That is Auburn's second four-hit game of the year. It's Guevara's first four-hit game of the year, his 8th multi-hit game of the season. It is EG's 4th career four-hit game.
16 hits on the night for the Tigers.
They're at the corners with one out for Bub. Solo homer in the third. He's also walked and scored, and he takes the first pitch way upstairs. 1-0. "17 runs right now. It's the most Auburn has scored in a game, tied for the finale of the Youngstown State Series. Pitch. A little bit up with a breaking ball. 2-0. And a lot of the crowd has stayed.
Yes, still here.
Yeah.
Great night to be here.
2-0 pitch. Fly left side into the seats. Over to the Yeti yard. And the kids go scrambling for it. You know what I love to see at the ballpark? When an adult grabs a foul ball, gives it to a child.
I love when they show that in Major League games. And you see a highlight of that. That's always awesome.
Yeah. Here's the 2-1. Missed upstairs, 3-1. Now, we believe in the human touch, which cultivates sympathy with our fellow men and mutual helpfulness and brings happiness for all. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Here's a pitch. Missed outside, not close. So Bub draws his second walk of the game. And the bases are loaded for Brandon McCrane. Auburn batters have drawn 7 walks tonight. Feels like more than that.
It does.
They've drawn 7. McCrane has walked twice. He's also doubled in a run and scored a run. First pitch to him. Inside corner for a strike, 0-1.
Again, I'm still impressed just the quality of the at-bats the Tigers have had. They're not, like I said, they're not flailing away.
Yeah.
They haven't left their approach, and man, that's been fun to watch.
0-1. Right there at the knees, 0-2. Only 1 out here in the 6th. 17 runs on 16 hits for Auburn. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Birmingham Bombers. 0-2.
Right.
Missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's a pretty good 0-2 pitch there. McCrane, though, has a really good eye. He doesn't swing a lot of bad pitches.
No, he's walked 11 times on the year, or 12 now. 1-2. Inside. 2-2. Yeah, his on-base percentage after tonight going to be above 600 again. 2-2. Ground ball. Second baseman glove steps on the bag for one, throws on to first for the double play. It's a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play, and that'll do it for the Tigers in the sixth. They do not score for the first time in this game. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Tigers leave them loaded. We go to the seventh inning. Auburn needs 3 outs to win its 14th game of the year. It's 17-2 Tigers, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn baseball tickets are on sale now. Single game general admission tickets are available for as low as $15. Prices fluctuate based on the opponent and day of the week. 8-game mini plans are on sale for $112. Flex plan vouchers are available for home games excluding premium SEC series. Learn more about the pricing structure and availability and buy your tickets today by going to the Tickets tab in the Auburn Athletics app or visiting aubtix.com. Take your place in Plainsman Park this season with Auburn baseball.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regents.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC.
As we go to the seventh inning, Auburn leads UAB 17-2. Just a dominant effort out of the Tigers tonight. And they've made the call to the bullpen. We're going to get another look at Connor Gatwood, the redshirt freshman from Baker High School in Mobile. 6'5", 212. This will be Gatwood's second appearance of the year. He pitched very early on this season against, I think it was against Youngstown State. 1 outing, 1/3 of an inning. 1 strikeout. 1 wild pitch for Gatwood. And that was it. So live arm, just such a vibrant arm. One of the top freshmen in the country a season ago coming out of high school, and just didn't have the control where he needed to have it to break in consistently his freshman year. First pitch of the inning to Wesley Helms, misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. LJ Cormier, 1 inning, 3 batters, 3 strikeouts, 3 balls outside the strike zone. He just like a machine. Pitch misses low to Helms, 2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, Gatwood pitched in the finale against Youngstown State, threw 7 pitches to get a strikeout. 2-0. Missed the inside corner, 91 on the fastball, 3 balls, no strikes. Helms, Steele, and Price, the first 3 due up. 3-0 pitch. Downstairs, so it's a walk. Gatwood walks Helms to start the inning. And a pinch hitter, Kevin Hall Jr. for UAB. Hall this year has started 11 games. He's hitting .364, a couple of homers, 6 RBIs. He's the leading hitter on the team. Did not start tonight. Pinch hitting here in the 7th, and he takes a first pitch strike. 0-1. Gatwood. Now we'll see how he settles in after a strike under his belt. Here's the 0-1. Missed upstairs. 93, an easy 93. But he missed high, 1-1. Good crowd, large number still here after the game. We got the Regions Bank post-game show. Jason Caldwell down on the field. We'll talk with Butch Thompson and a couple of other Tigers. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Hall. Pulled right side to Rembert. He'll go to second for the force. On to first. They got the double play. Rembert to McCrane to Clay. 4-6-3 double play. And now the bases are clear. And Price, the catcher, to the plate. That's our defensive play of the game, presented by Cook's Pest Control. Best defense for your home is Cook's Pest Control, South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control provider of the Auburn Tigers. First pitch to Price, low, ball 1. Auburn looking to win its 7th straight game. They'll go into conference play on a 7-game winning streak. 1-0 pitch to Price. Swing and a miss. 1-1. 9-game homestand. Auburn will have gone 8-1 in the 9-game homestand. 1-1. There's a line drive over Guevara and into left field. Extra bases for Price, maybe. Oh, he pulled up hurt. He's hurt his hamstring. He rounded first and started clutching his left hamstring and then had to hop, skip back to first base, and now he's down. Sitting on the bag, UAB will send in Alex Cheeseman to run, but their backup catcher, Price, is going to come out of the game with an injured hamstring, apparently. Sympathetic hand from the Auburn crowd. He hit that ball well. That very well could have been extra bases. But he hurt it just as he was rounding the bag at first. Here's Baylor Roberts. He's reached on an error and singled up the middle. 2 outs, top of the 7th pitch. Fastball swung on, foul tipped into the mid, throw back to first. Cheeseman was wandering off the bag there. 0-1 the count. Nothing in 1. Here's the pitch. Missed outside. And it's 1-1. Auburn has a new catcher. It's Logan Gregorio behind the plate. Todd Clay at first base. That's the 2nd inning. He's been over at first. There's a swing and a miss by Roberts. It's 0-2, or 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right. Tigers are 1 strike away. Crowd gets behind Gatwood, who comes set, and the right-hander deals. Oh, he just missed a little bit. Ow. Oh. Help us, David Savage. 2-2 the count. 17-2 Tigers. Here's the stretch in the 2-2 pitch. Bounced up there. Gregorio blocked it, and the count's full. The game does end early. We will still get all local breaks in. In fact, every break we take before we get into post-game programming will be a local break. We'll supplant the network breaks in the format for our affiliates down the line. A little housekeeping that we always have to do at the end of potential run rules. Here is the payoff pitch to the UAB shortstop. He struck him out. Roberts goes down swinging. And Auburn, with as impressive a display in the midweek as you could ever hope to take in the final game before conference play. Auburn 17, UAB 2. Tigers thoroughly dominant tonight at Plainsman Park. Stay tuned. We're back to Plainsman Park in a moment. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Looking for a street-legal golf car? Diamond Golf Cars has the largest selection in the state, and the Auburn store is right off Oplaca Road, closer than you think. With locations in Auburn, Birmingham,